That is the issue. Which one of these lights is on? There we go. Oh man, you gotta think if talking for 4 hours is a lot. I did customer service and collections, and we still didn't have to talk for 4 hours straight, like constantly, just straight through. We did it. Oh no, don't do that. You hang up. You might leave a message. Hang up. Talk to your homeboy. How do you become a member of what? I think, Casey, you've been here for that. I done said it 1,000 times. You just go to the website. That's it. It's gonna ask you right there. I done gave them the directions already. I done gave the directions already. You been here for it too. You probably just, it's simple. Just go to the website, CERCA TROVA 22. You good. Yeah. What? Hey. Hey y'all. TikTok, listen. You already know who it be. It be this is the wildlings. Y'all the wild ones. They're the wildlings. These folks, you can't leave them too long. You never know what conversations be going over here, but the wildlings live over here. That's who live over here. Wild ones or wildlings. You hear me? I already know I'm gonna have to bring on my whip for this thing. You know what I'm saying? Over here I can give them a look and they be like, all right, we good. But the wildlings, oh no. No. The wildlings is over here. You said we be delayed over here. Right. I see a lot of retracted statements over here. They don't get time enough to do that. And so then it just be what it's going to be. So I apologize, y'all, for that hour turning into however many you did. Because I was tired. Like, I laid down. I was done. Normally it take me 30 minutes, baby. It didn't take. I don't even remember when I know it was light outside. And I know I woke up and it was dark. So menopause is kicking my butt. I'm trying to learn how to live in this new body I'm getting. I don't know. I'm just work out and just be here with me to go through the transition, okay? I also want to say, it was, girl. Miss Evans, that's one of the reasons I'm happy I don't have no little kids. I can finally sleep like a teenager whenever I want to. And just get up and be up, even though I don't like it. Because it makes my days weird. But it's the first time in my life that I've ever been able to just get up and do what I want to do since I was 16. It took me some getting used to. But honey, these shoulders are getting loosened up. These shoulders are getting loose. First, I was like, is it all right out here without my children? I don't know. How will I navigate the world? My cousin said, girl, you're going to be fine in just a minute. I promise you. I said, I don't know about that. It's almost 3 years in. I said, yeah, it's great over here. Being grown and alone. You hear me? Now, if I had a better social life, it would probably be a lot more amazing. You said, take these school days from me. Nope. I just got off the phone with y'all nephew. That nigga about to be 27. And no. And you got to think, he about to be 27 and I just finished school. What? My daughter graduated 22. So, from all the way from 2001 to 2022, I had to do school years. Really before that, because they was in preschool. That's a long time. I don't want no parts of it. I don't want any parts. None whatsoever. So, we're going to do a little, I'm waiting. I'm waiting because I know y'all had y'all waiting and I know everybody getting home. But we're going to go on and read some more of this Jasher. Because I think it's important. And if you read it, that's okay. We're going to go on over it again. Been completely alone for 3 years now. And I really enjoy it. It'd be nice, don't it, Jazz? It'd be nice. It's a different thing at first. But you get used to it real quick. You get used to being able to go to the bathroom and nobody interrupting. You get used to eating something and having the rest. It's nice. You don't have anybody asking you, are you ever going to eat this because I really want to eat it? You're never going to eat it. It doesn't matter. If I don't leave that ice cream sandwich in there for 6 months, when I get ready to eat it, it needs to be there. When you have kids in the house, that's not a thing. My kids used to tell me, I've been looking at this ice cream, Mom, that you said you was going to eat. I'm about to eat this ice cream. I have a 3-year-old, and I appreciate my alone time when she's with her dad and do. I've started over so many times. Oh, no, Bessie. I'm looking forward to these days. Queen. Ooh, that's what I had to tell my daughter about my Snickers ice cream. I'm trying to tell you. Listen, I remember all the days of parenting. You said triggered. I'm sorry, Pumpkin. Ooh, Jesus. You got it. But see, look. I have a 15-year-old, a 9-year-old, and a 2-year-old. Oh, hell no. Oh, God. Yeah, no. If they can see it, it's in their eyes. Yes. It's theirs in their eyes. You ain't lying. If they can see it, you bought it for them. The hell? No. But you know what? My kids still like that. That our Snoop Dogg things. My daughter was like, yep, Mom. You bought that for me. I got one kid. Every time I see her, whatever it is that I already know what she gonna want to. Sometimes I already just go and buy multiples for them because I know certain stuff that I buy, they gonna want one. And so I just learn, just buy 3 or 4, however many girls is around me or whatever. I'm just gonna do it because you're not gonna be in mine. You mess up yours. I got a 4 and a 3. I'm just getting started. Oh shit. Sorry, baby. Even my 14-year-old son wears my slippers and bonnets. Katie, I'm nothing. I'm trying to tell you. Yes, that. You come home, they sitting up on the couch in your robe, in your bonnet, in your slippers, eating your ice cream and drinking your juice, and had a nerve to look at you like, why is you irritated? And you didn't been in my room. Got your face cream on. You can smell your lotion. They done been all in your stuff. Had them a whole spot they and painted their legs and used your bath pillow to soak in the tub. It never ends. I have a 45 and 47. Oh, wow, Nancy. Please don't say that to me. Oh, my son's barely got to be 30. Hold on. She said it never ends. I have a 45 and a 47. That part. But you know what? Kids enrich your life. Whether God blessed you with them naturally, whether you adopted them, you inherited them from your spouse, wherever they came from, however you got them and they yours, that kids change your life. And if you allow it, listen to me. If you allow it, they will make you the most beautiful form of yourself. I've got 4 over 30. They all come over and raid my pantry. Oh, I know how I go. That's why I moved away. One of my kids live in Arizona. The other 3 live in Indiana, and I'm in Missouri, baby. I already know I wouldn't have none of this. Oh, yeah, Mom, I'm grabbing this. I'm grabbing that. But when I go see them, I'll go get laundry soap and all that stuff, whatever I see they need in their house. If I feel like they about to run out of soap or, send a box of toilet paper, stuff like that. I do that to make sure, because kids is kids, but I wouldn't have none of my daughter trying to get them white boots I showed y'all now. Them white boots I showed them thigh highs, she keep asking about them. Or she was like, the white ones or the black ones? Either one. I said, no. She said, Mom, you're old. You don't need thigh high boots. I said, but I do. Because people like to see me in thigh highs, honey. And so then I'm going to keep them. Because, no, you need to get your own. I wanted to have my kids when I was younger. Now I feel like I'm gonna be an old mom. They gonna go grocery shop at my house. And you don't gotta be an old mom for them to grocery shop at your house. You just gotta be a mama that makes sure she keeps stuff. You don't have to be old or young for that. You don't have to be. They grocery shop from my house down here. Ma, you got some at your house? Can you, when you come, can you bring Last time I came out and said, yeah, for Thanksgiving, can you bring your KitchenAid? I said, what? Yeah, and if you got some big pots, both of them call me like, what kind of big pots you got? I said, I don't have any. Oh, you don't have to be a mom. I'm a dad, and mom do it to a parent. Excuse me, a parent. You right? Because I know some single fathers that they kids stay at their house like, yep, dad ain't gonna need this. Let me get this, and he ain't gonna. Yep, dad, I'm gone, dad. You gone with all that stuff in your hands, but you didn't come over here with nothing. Matter of fact, you didn't even have a bag in your hand. Where did you get that bag from? Oh, it's in my pocket. Oh, so you folded your Walmart bags up real small in your pocket. So I did not know, and I thought this was an impromptu visit, and it was premeditated. Because you already had bags in your pocket. Folded up small. And then you waited till I went upstairs, and you start filling up your bags, unfolding them one by one very quietly while you in my pantry. No. Auntie Judy, because you know. Andrew. Hey, Auntie. Auntie be talking about her nieces and nephews and kids coming over. We talking about kids raiding your cabinets when they move out. It is premeditated. If you fold up a bag, premeditated hauling. I'm going to a food hall at my parents' house. They said, we got it. Don't worry about it. I did it to my mom. Listen here, I already know the deal. My mama keeps stuff. And when I did live around her, I'd be like, yep, mama already know. Let me get some of this. Girl, you got 10. And I need this little money to put in my gas tank. Thanks. I'm going to grab me 2 boxes of this surf out of here. And they think you the food pantry, the grocery pantry, the gas pantry, the everything. The laundry pantry, the laundromat. You said, what? It be who you bought this for. You gonna let me have it? Listen! Mine don't. I got my t-shirt. Listen here. She said, my dad keeps a steady supply of White Castles. He already knows I'm going to snag one. Listen here. You said I'm at the pantry. Oh, Auntie at the pantry. That's funny. Auntie's at the pantry, and then she be the pantry. Mm-hmm. It's the opposite for me. My mom comes to my house and do that. Family. It could be your cousin, whoever. You said and do laundry up because you got 6 games, dryer sheets, boxes, and softeners. Patty and do. And do all that stuff stacked up over my thing right now. And do, I'm the hair store. Oh, okay. I got it. I used to help my mom. Now she and my grandma help me. That part. This is the thing. My mama stingy. She stopped years ago. Yeah, because some people, not my mama stingy. My kids might think like that now. Because after a while, y'all just taking. Then y'all don't even think to go get it for yourself. And then I don't keep buying stuff to give to you. It's a limit. You're damn right. Like, I was going to give both of my daughters my KitchenAids. I changed my mind. Because I know y'all be spending $100 on DoorDash. That's y'all damn, no. You better go to the pawn shop. I said I was going to do it. I changed my mind. I ain't. 2 days of y'all DoorDashing is your KitchenAid from the pawn shop. $100. And you can have your own for the very own price of what you would have had 2 Uber Eats orders for. No. I got 2 KitchenAids, and I'm going to use them until I can't use them no more. I'm not. I was, but I ain't. I changed my mind. Some stuff you, because some stuff, if I get it for you, you're not going to value it. Hey, Mr. Hardy. Some stuff, if we get it for y'all, y'all not going to value it. So you need to get it yourself. Now, I help on certain stuff, but I'm over the expensive things like kitchen stuff and stuff like that. Nah. Oh, I miss you too, Mr. Hardy. Where you been? You was just over here the other day. Wasn't you? So, one of our classmates, oh, okay, sorry. One of our classmates said we probably shouldn't be doing a lot outside if you can avoid it tomorrow. Y'all hear me? We gonna have a stay in and color day if you can. Stay out the air day. Everybody. No. No. See, y'all gotta just be able to catch on and be okay with it. You don't always have to have an answer. Just be okay with just doing certain stuff. Okay, go to work, but I'm saying just is the limit yourself outside. Tomorrow. Tomorrow. Not today. Tomorrow. Okay? I mean, it's a warning that came. I said, oh, okay. Well, think I should let the people know. Yeah, let the people know. I said, okay, I'm going to let them know. So you do with that information whatever you're going to do with it. Everywhere. 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 Have an end date. Do something with the kids inside. Okay? Yeah. You didn't miss nothing. I didn't say anything was happening tomorrow. I said just limit the time you're going to want to be outside in the air tomorrow. That's it. Yeah. Okay? Sometimes y'all need too much information. And I'm going to be honest. Now, this is a time, some stuff is just plain and simple. Limit your time outside tomorrow. You don't always have to know why. You don't always have to know. This be the people that get shot in a movie because they got to see where the noise is coming from. Sometimes you sit back and just be cool. Just take the information given and just leave it. I just told y'all. Somebody said something to me. I said, you think you should? They said, yeah, so here you go. Feel y'all. Help back on by now. Let a big fun to my daughter instead. She be. Yeah. Okay. You're welcome. Everybody, I'm just saying. Who knows? And then 2 weeks later, we be like, oh my God, thank God that we did that. Like, who knows? I don't know. But I get it, and I'm giving it to y'all. And so, do what you gotta do, go to work, but just avoid being out a lot tomorrow if you can. That's it. That part, don't go in the closet, and they do curiosity, guilt, and will. Okay? Right, auntie. Right. Auntie's over here. Yes, that part. Be wise. You know? Y'all, okay, think about this. Have y'all ever watched a movie and there's a random person in the beginning of the movie that just says one line? And you think that that's the most random line that you've ever heard in your life. No, don't do that. Yeah, but you don't, if you want to do that, fine, but if you don't, I'm just saying, listen, this is not to cause panic. I'm just saying, you can limit your time outside tomorrow, do. That's all. Now, of course, God can take care of you. You don't got to go crazy. I'm just saying, I don't know. Just Try to limit your time outside for tomorrow for whatever reason. I don't know. But it turns out to be the most important part of the movie. Come on, Angel. Because then it go, and the person that went through all of this stuff and this and that, and then they think about that random statement that you didn't think. You probably had to go back and watch it and try to remember what they said because you wasn't paying attention because it wasn't important. You was looking at the beautiful scene behind and not listening to the sounds or whatever else. So, you know, you said should have listened. That part. You hear me? We are trying to limit our time outside tomorrow. We got some information from one of our classmates that we should probably just kind of stay in as much as you can. So, there's that. We're going to have a stay in a color day tomorrow. Be like, you should have listened to the crazy person. That part. Well, at least y'all listen to one crazy person for sure, and it's worked out so far. Right? It's worked out so far. There's people that told you I was crazy and that you shouldn't listen to me and that I'm whatever. And it's worked out so far for you. You've been here 2 years and you've been on point here every time. So, like I said, I want to be the crazy person that's up in the hills when the folks is going crazy outside. And so far, we doing pretty good with that, right? You always got the crazy person that is up on the hill like this. Hold on. I'm gonna give me a. I don't know what I'm gonna do. You just wait 1 moment. You stay right there. Don't go nowhere. You stay right there. Now, if I can find it, it's gonna be the thing. Cause who the heck? Oh, there we go. Okay, y'all just give me 1 moment. You stay right there. Oh, I'm not gonna be able to get past there. Hold on. Oh, Jesus. Why do I even do this to my own self? Oh. And y'all don't be no help. Y'all encourage the foolishness. This I know. Every time y'all do. Every single time y'all encourage the foolishness that goes on over here at WOIU International University. But that's all right. It's okay. I think it's a great idea. I think you should continue to do so. And, yeah, I think we should do it as much as, you know, as much as we can. You just hold on a moment there. Please and thank you. Excuse me. I think I've been doing a little bit too much talking to y'all. Okay, here we go. Let me see what we got going on here. All right. Oh, goodness. Wow, wow. Let me see what we got going on here. All right. Here we go. Here we are. What'd you say, Roger? Go up to the hill. All right. You said it's going down. Woo, doggy! It's going down there. Look at them running like little piggies. Look at them, Roger. They're running. I told them to get ready, Roger. Oh, yeah, it's going down. Woo! Look at him, Roger, running. Oh, she's got the bread. Look at her. It is. Mama, bring me some of that water out of there we got stored up in that bucket over there. You said what? You said, huh? I'm gonna be the crazy person walking right past them in the night. Is that bush moving, nigga? I think that damn bush is moving, nigga. Nah, that bush ain't moving, nigga. Trying to tell you. You said what? You said, huh? You said the bush is gonna be moving? Who ain't about to make it? Who ain't about to be outside? You said, I am done with this class. I'm gonna be standing behind a nigga like this. I'm trying to tell you, who is not gonna make it out of here? Listen, you said what? You said who ain't getting out of here? You said who? I bet you I do. Listen, I bet you I get up out of here. Who ain't getting up out of here? Yep, I am. It's gonna be a walking tree in this piece. I'm trying to tell you. I'm gonna be the crazy person sitting up in my bird's nest up there in the tree. There he is. Talking about woo doggy, look at him run. You said Amazon, here I come. Listen here. You each one for each family member. It's a good thing to have, actually. All jokes aside, it is. And I done pulled my dang legs all the way up anyway. Hilarious. I'm trying to tell you who. You said tears running down my legs. I love it. Good job. I hope y'all be coming over here and we got, listen, we had, it is. It is, Juanice. It is. Very. Yep. You wear it either way. You're just gonna have a lot of squigglies on your legs if you got this on, but you got pants on, so it won't matter. You said I'm getting that right now. Y'all are funny. Yeah. We do skits with these. No, it's not. It's very light and airy. It's you can blow through it. It's real light. It about to be sold out. You already know. You already know. Listen, it's probably some folks already bought them. We've been using this since last year or the year before. It's been a minute since we had this. I just don't bring it out that much. Yeah. So. Funny. Y'all, listen. Y'all think it's a joke. I know it's real. If you can't tell, I know that I believe what God say. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. It even got the piece for my stick, y'all. It got the piece for your rifle and everything. Come with a little bag. I normally roll it up better than I'm rolling it up now, but and I got a medium large, so excuse me. Oh man. Y'all, it's all this stuff in this closet. Oh God. Thank you God for my bigger skis. Gotta fight with this damn closet. Listen. Y'all think I be playing. I ain't. Alas, so hard you clean my spleen. Good job. Listen here, I bet you I do get out. I love the dress up classes. Listen here, I'm just saying. You can spend your money on whatever you want to spend your money on. I've always been a person that thought about crazy stuff like, if this happened, I need to be able to do this. So let me look over here. And it always be something that everybody else be like, now why did you already have that? Well, I had a feeling. So there's that. Trying to tell you, ain't nobody got time to be playing with these folks. Listen. What made me think about it last year or whatever is when them trees. You said you're an actor naturally. Thank you. My daddy gave me the gift, Miss Poppins. My daddy gave me the gift. I mean, you know, just things like that. For real though. I mean, that could be something to save your life. This gas mask can be something to save your life. This could be something that keeps your children calm, right? While chaos is ensuing outside, you can at least, hell, even if you have to hide them in a closet or the basement and turn this light on and black out all the windows or whatever it is, like, I want people to be okay. That's my thing. And I laugh and I joke. But in all reality, like, I be wanting y'all to be okay in every area. Your mind, your body, your soul, your emotions, your finances. Because when you care about somebody, you can't just take care of one part of them. There's no way. You can't say, oh, I'm only dealing with this. No, I'm a whole person. So everything that comes with me comes with me. Now, some people just try to make life difficult because that's how they get attention. If they're not causing a problem or making a scene, nobody pays attention to them. So that's not the people I'm talking about. They gonna have an issue every day. The lady at the store, the man at the bus stop, somebody's always picking on him. You know what I'm saying? But it really just be, that's how they make themselves relevant. It's ridiculous. Yeah. But anyway, so that's why I love being here. Glad you changed with it. Aw, thank you. I mean, this is a thing, family. At some point in time, there is some stuff. Just ordered 3 chili suits. I mean, ghillie suits. Okay. Good job. You're welcome. Or yeah. I forgot what I was gonna say. Gilly, I knew what you were saying. I know they be playing. But certain stuff we don't type here. Because they're keywords. Okay? Everything don't always have to be spelled out. You gotta remember we on the internet. You gotta remember who runs the internet. And so it's already going like, that's why I just be like, okay? And then we be like, okay. Because you writing stuff brings certain stuff straight to over here. You good. I'm just trying to grow. You were sent to my path, and I'm thankful for that. Oh, Sean, stay over here then. I'm thankful you were sent over here too. For real. And make sure you go to YouTube now. There's classes over there for my newbies. what is it called? I was about to say new hire. That ain't it. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Enrollment and all of that old stuff happens over there at YouTube, and then CERCA TROVA 22 as well, the website. But yeah, we happy. Listen, we got a new baby today, and I'm gonna say they right now because I couldn't really see. Real, said, okay, so I'm trans, and I'm like, okay, so you gonna need a Jesus bag. You gonna need your OTP. You gonna need some markers, and people be trying to steal your books. So you know what that reminded me of, Toya? The situation that happened today. Y'all remember Toya? She said, well, I practice witchcraft. I said, okay. Hi, cousin. Come on in and sit down. You ain't doing nothing. Ain't nothing. Look here. Do you want to learn or not? Come on in. What that got to do with what I'm telling her nothing to do? What does that have to do with me? I got a job to do. It's to break down the word, and whatever chop you in your throat, chop you in your throat. That don't have nothing to do with me. Well, now she don't even practice. She don't even do tarot cards. None of that. She don't even do magic at all. How is turning you away gonna help? Especially if you want to learn. Y'all remember I said, God, can't nobody come to God unless He call them. People don't call you to God. God calls you to Him. And you can't even come to Him unless He call you. So who am I to turn you away? Now, if you just want to get in here and cause trouble, then you gotta go. And it don't matter what you is. I don't care. If you gonna cause trouble in the class, but as long as you ain't causing trouble and you here to learn, everybody's welcome. I don't care what your life is behind here or any of that. It doesn't matter what your life is behind here to me. Now, what God feels about your life, that's y'all relationship. Because how God feel about my life, it don't matter how y'all feel about it. Y'all can think I'm great and He can think I'm horrible. And that's all that matters, is that He thinks I'm horrible. Because He's the only one going to be able to put me somewhere. You see what I'm saying? So you get past the point where, look, I'm just here to learn. Everything else is extra. Hey, everything else extra. This ain't my word. This ain't my... God called me to do this. He didn't put stipulations on who you could tell the word to. He said, go out into all the world. If there's nothing new under the sun, that means that every single thing that we see in 2024, right freaking now, has already happened before. That didn't stop Him from coming into the world then, and it's not going to stop Him from coming into the world now. God said everything. There's nothing new under the sun. So everything that everybody think that they is doing that is just so different, absolutely not. It's already been done. Everything. And He still came here. All of the people that was on the planet back then is on the planet now. It ain't nothing different. Ain't so what? He went to all the world. All the world is black, white, trans, straight, bi. All the other ones, I don't know. Y'all know me. Don't MILBGTQ plus. Look, y'all know. All these people was already in the world already. The Jeffrey Epstein's or whatever was here. Oprah Winfrey's was here. The Cat Williams was here. CERCA was here. A version of CERCA was here. You hear me? When Jesus came, all of this was already here. So when people be like, oh, yes. Do you even believe the Bible that you read? What does nothing new under the sun mean? If there's nothing, that means every freaking scientific innovation has already been here. Every twisted, horrible thing that you've seen already been here. I already just told y'all the story of Nero. And in our day, that would be considered trans. Right or wrong? What Nero did, he would be dating a trans person right now. He would be married to a trans person right now. Did that stop Jesus from coming into the world or teaching anybody? No. It says he went out into the world. That means everybody in it. And if that was the old world and this is the new or whatever it is, why do people be going so crazy? Is what I be trying to. Nero, Nero. Yeah. It makes me angry sometimes because I be like, you do realize that you don't even really believe the Bible you read. Because they say, ain't nothing new under the sun. Well, then why is you tripping? You said you can go find it, Barbara. Anytime y'all didn't hear, no, go. Barbara Jackson. We seekers and finders. Google first place you should look. Come on now. I love y'all. Y'all know. If you come in and miss something, you go to Google. First thing you do. Even if you don't know how to spell it, just say it in there. Okay? We're seekers and finders here. I'm not spoon feeding y'all information. Where do I find it? The same place you find the drama about the stars. The same way you find your little booties and stuff. The same way that you be searching for information you're not supposed to be searching for. I want y'all to seek like y'all do when y'all being nosy. That's the hunger I want you to have when you hear. Because you ain't got to hear everybody's business. You can walk past somebody at work and hear a name, and baby, your ears just zoomed all the way in. And you can pretty much try to figure out the rest. I want that energy over here. That's the energy I want. When y'all barely hear something, I want you to be able to search out like y'all do. When y'all listen here. Listen here. You don't trust it all the time? Well, you got to go look and just start there. It's okay. But that's the energy I be wanting. Like when y'all trying to find out if y'all cousin is pregnant or something, and you thought you heard her say she took a pregnancy test. Like that. Or he got somebody pregnant, you thought you heard that, so then you go on the hunt looking without kind of looking, but you be looking. That's that energy. That Inspector Gadget, Sherlock Holmes energy that y'all be having when y'all going to be nosy. Can y'all give me some of that? Mm-hmm. I love y'all. You said facts and facts and facts. Right. That part. Barbara Jackson. I love you, Barbara Jackson. If you go to Google and type in Nero, it's going to give you all that information. This is how you go searching for it. I ain't joking. I'm serious. Yeah. I love you. I'm that kind of teacher. I'm going to teach you to fish. I'm not going to put it on the hook for you. You got to know where the tackle box is, how to put your hook on, how to put your weights on, how to load your reel. You're going to know how to do all that over here. And then you're going to learn how to pay attention to the current and stuff. You're going to be able to do that and kind of know where the fish is biting at. No, cough, cough, Ellington. Don't do that no more. Absolutely not. You do not get to take somebody's ability to learn to study. We do not do spoon fed, and you don't get to go around me when I say please go looking. We will not cheat anybody out of the experience of learning to study. Period. I don't fancy that at all. You good, but please don't do that again. If I say no, I'm not telling you, that means that maybe God wants them to go looking too. Seek and you shall find is not my stuff. That's God's stuff. You don't get to steal that. He says, seek and find me. So it's the whole process. When I'm asking people to start to go and to look and I don't give them information, it's because that's what God says. You got to go looking. It's something right there, but it's something under there. And if you don't ever learn to see it for yourself, it's always going to go over your head. And I don't want that. That's what church do. They tell you what to think. They tell you where to go. No, I want you to be looking. And if you got to read a whole bunch to get to that one answer, it's going to be worth more to you. Because you went and found it. Can't nobody shake you. You don't have to say CERCA said. You don't have to say somebody said in class. You found the information for yourself. So that is going to make you more confident when you are speaking to people about what you believe in. This is a process. How many of y'all sat in church and for real you never studied? In our reality, who just started studying when they came over here for real? Like, we're not just reading the Bible and maybe looking up a name or two. You really now study the word. You said, I slept every time. Everybody used to be in their sleep. Half sleep anyway. Right. And this, you seeking here, has trickled over into you don't just let your doctor tell you nothing no more. You don't sit in meetings and don't know what every word mean no more. Now that you started seeking in one space, you can't just take people's word no more. You gonna go and look up everything. I really started studying the word in the Bible 5 years ago when I found out the truth. Come on now. That part. I'm just saying, but even you can it's deeper levels of study. And that's why I don't hand out no information. I want people to go looking. Google words unsure of or new. What? Because certain words mean different things in Hebrew, Greek, and Latin. Well, I'm going to tell you this. I'm not giving out the information. So however you find it, if you don't want to go to Google, get your books out. If you have a Greek Hebrew dictionary, you go there. But what I'm telling y'all is, remember I talked about the people that you say the sky is blue and they gonna say it's teal? That's the vibe I be getting from that. If you don't find it sure, find your source that you know is sure of and you go there and get the information. Period. And no, I'm not in a bad mood, but I don't know what folks be wanting. You said you love it, though it helped you a lot. Right. This is the thing. Everybody got their own measure of study. But I'm not going to spoon feed people information. I want you to go looking. I'm a different type of teacher, so there's that. And everybody don't dig my teaching style. It's okay. I'm not sad. You can switch classes. You don't have to be here. I'm not forcing nobody to do nothing, but in certain ways it's gonna be done over here. And if you don't like it, you start your own and then you run that the way you want to. That's how I feel. Hey, you told me to go find Job, and my gosh, it's been amazing. Good job. I told you it's a very interesting story. Did you cry your tears already? Did you cry your tears already? You didn't see yourself in Job, ain't you, like this? Your eyes getting all watery and stuff. Yeah, buddy. Especially when them friends get to turn it on him how crazy. Yeah, you be like, ooh, ooh, I didn't feel this before. Ooh. Yeah, and I'm not fussing at nobody, y'all. I just listen, I want people to go looking, and people are so used to people just giving them the answers. And I've always been a quiz person. I've always been a no, go look at see what you call it, scavenger hunt type person. And everybody ain't, but you will be when you leave here. You gonna be a scavenger hunt. You ain't gonna have to hear the whole sentence. You just gonna have to hear a little bit, and you gonna know how to go looking and finding. That's my goal. Mm-hmm. You said it's a whole different story than the Bible, and it's amazing. I'm glad you didn't tell me. You're welcome. And that's why I don't let these older folks, the juniors and sophomores, soon to be seniors, tell y'all the answers. Because they will give all the answers up and hurry up and answer and steal y'all ability to learn and be excited. They will do it. Valerie, y'all know y'all will. Tadera, all of y'all. Y'all give all the answers out. You said we know better now. Some of y'all. Some of y'all. You said and will. See? It's always the trouble student. I mean, she said and will. Queen do not care. She is gonna say, this is my child. I mean, she my sis here. But that kid that I be telling y'all about, that's what she would have said. Right there, just as small and said and do and will. And yeah, mama was. And she, listen, reading the story of Moses, just realized. Sunday school didn't tell me that. Come on now. Come on. Even what we about to read tonight, we have 52 minutes. Do it seem like we've been on here an hour already? Goodness gracious. Excuse me. I was trying to let everybody get home. So, I'm going to run to the restroom. 52 minutes. It goes so quickly. And yes, I'll be counting. I didn't start counting now. I got the cajal to overtake my whole day. But look. And I don't mean to fuss at nobody. I love y'all all. I don't be trying to embarrass anyone. Okay? Yes. But I love when y'all have y'all aha moments. And when you have found the information for yourself, it makes me excited. Because it's like, even though I can't see y'all eyes, fussing means you love someone. It does. And I don't want people to be able to deceive y'all no more. I don't want people to be able to just tell you anything. I don't want that. I want you to be able to sit down and not get angry and be able to accurately display what. CERCA got me hooked on the sibling oracles, Enoch, seeking and finding all morning. Come on now. So they can't be like, oh, well, how we get from a lot of Christians, I hate to say it, and religious people, where they saying all this stuff, but they can't back none of it up. I don't know. I have no idea. I don't know. It very well could be, though. People take it and call it what they want it. That's why I said, like, I don't know about the Dead Sea Scrolls and that, but the Emerald Tablets and the Shepherd of Hermas, same books. They just called it the Emerald Tablets, and then they called it this. So that's why I be saying people be trying to argue with me, and we being read the same stuff. It's just how they translated it, or is it from the Syriac or the Coptic or whatever? Like, same story. It's just translated into another language, but whatever. And they gave it the name that they know and use over there. People be weird. I'm trying to tell you. They really do, and that's why I just stay over here on my hole by myself, because ain't nobody got time for that. So, yes, that eye moment is blocked. It is. You said, look at my auntie, y'all patient. I am. I'm trying. I'm trying. Because this is the thing. When all of this goes away, I started church with my best cousin. Now she a preacher and I'm a writer. Come on now. That part. Oh, you can't really ever buy the wrong book. Because listen, okay. There's books. Now, a lot of these books come from WOIU, but I had a nice collection before WOIU. I did. I had a pretty good selection before WOIU, but WOIU expanded immensely my library. I'm not gonna lie, they filled our library, not my library, our library, because it's what I used to teach. So a lot of donated books here, right? But look, there's books that God had me buy years ago. I'm talking about 10 years, 7 years, 8 years, 9 years ago, right? And what happened was, when we started studying together, maybe one of y'all sent me a book. The book that I had before, a book now, and something, whatever, all three of these books, the information that I had read 10 years ago, at that time, it made sense, but it wasn't really, But then I got all this studying 7 years later, and I go back to that book, and every freaking thing makes sense. So sometimes he will just give you books that you ain't even supposed to read right now. They're just supposed to be on the shelf. And there's other pieces to the puzzle that he's going to give you until you even get to that. That's why I said some of the books that I have, even prior to now, or the books that y'all sent me, were the answers to the books I had already bought, or the other piece. But I had to get that first piece, the corner pieces first, then the outline, right, of the puzzle. And then God started giving me sections to put together. And then before I knew it, it might have been 10 sections and the outside was all lined up. But I started working on this piece over here so I could move it and place it. You see what I'm saying? That's how this is. You're not going to know everything. Don't try to, no, this did not come overnight, I promise you. It started really a long time ago because I used to study the Bible, but I didn't understand. It was a lot of stuff I knew. I can't really explain it because I always looked outside and went to the extra text as far as like the commentaries, and they would mention stuff. I would go to the pastors and they would say, no, we don't pay attention to that, blah, blah, blah. So I always been looking. I just didn't always get my answers. You know what I'm saying? They kept telling me they lost for a reason. The same stuff they be trying to tell y'all. But who been here in the lost books changed your life? The math wasn't. Come on. It wasn't mathing. That part. Who been here since you've been reading the lost books? Jasher, Enoch, even to read Adam and Eve and know that they have the exact same struggles we do. Did that not blow your mind that the first woman and man literally felt like they disappointed God every day, and they kept failing, and Lucifer kept tricking them, and they was just so over life. So to see that, it make you think, and God said, I love you. I'm going to be right here. Why do you keep doing this, though? I be trying to warn you, and you don't listen. I told you this was coming, and you didn't pay attention. That's why I encourage y'all to read the book of Adam and Eve with our young people. The book of Adam and Eve, you can read that to your 5-year-old as a story, so that they can see that God had patience with Adam and Eve, and they was the only people on the planet, and he gonna have patience with you too. Look how many times they messed up. I'm not saying I want you to mess up, but also, you know what else that does? That teach them a loving parent relationship, even if you weren't taught one. Because kids understand stories. Hey. Hola. Hey. It's been going. You hear me? Kids understand stories. So you could narrate Adam and Eve, that story, to your young children. Okay? And help them understand that God forgives them. God don't stay mad at them a long time. God wants them to do well. He loves them. But he also wants them to live a certain way and be a certain way. You see what I'm saying? So these books that you're reading, you can take it and make your own skit, or you know how your kid understand. I read the Bible to my 3-year-old son every day, even the Apocrypha. Come on, you putting the word in them young, girl. Get it. Yeah. My baby gonna be busting their head when they like 7, 8 years old. Like, did you know? No, because see, you'll need to go over here. Because you never know. That's good. I'll be praying for y'all. Times is getting crazy. They definitely are. They definitely are. You know, we prep, nephew. We still prepping. We just did our warm up the world challenge where we took homeless folks some double oven, heaters and stuff. So we making sure other people prep too. We still, yes, I even got Veggie Tales and Bible stories on YouTube. Come on now. Yeah, it's a real thing. Starting them young. I'm trying to. My son is obsessed with Jonah and the whale. He asked a lady in Walmart where Tarshish was. Hell no. I love it, Mr. Cole. He said, "Where is Tarshish? Do you know where Tarshish is?" That's hilarious. Oh, I love it. Didn't get the notification and went check. Sure enough, I was unsubscribed. They unsubscribing. So now they doing it over here too, huh? I know they've been unsubscribing people over here. It's crazy. Like daily. It's nuts. So I'm gonna have to tell Auntie to check. That might be why Auntie ain't been getting no notifications either. That's so crazy that they can do that. They took your notifications off too? Y'all know what that is. Who's noticed that every time we talk about something, because I just came off my hiatus, y'all know this, and all the stuff that we've been talking, every time we talk about what's going to happen before it happens, then they start messing with my stuff on both sides. They do it to me a lot too. In the last 2 months, you haven't got no notifications. Think about the things that we've talked about, and then think about what happened right after. And so then they be on that. I noticed I harder videos from the jump, and I go back and watch them and see the lack of the heart. Yes, there's people that have to keep following me over and over and over and over again. I've seen it. There's people that I follow and it unfollows them. I told y'all we should be over. Y'all don't believe me, but I'm trying to tell y'all we should have been in the M's a long, like 6 months into this. We should have been in the M's as far as numbers. It's people that be like, I've been looking for you for 6 months, and I've typed your name in, and it will not bring you up on my live, on my TikTok, on my FYP, on nothing. This I know. And don't do it to none of my other followers, just yours. Oh, I know. Yeah. Yep. They been. I told y'all we should have been in the M's a long time ago as far as our numbers. You said I need a safe space. Those TikToks. Listen here. Yeah. They SB me all the time. You had to find me again? Yeah. I love stumbling upon the books of Enoch Jasher. That part. And then Giants was trending. See? You said what? God, that's what I have to do. My husband will let me know when she's on. That's so crazy. I got a notification that you went live yesterday at 10:41 a.m. and I got the notification at 8. Yeah, that's the stuff they on. I already know. Because when Auntie told me she wasn't getting, Auntie and Queen, a couple times I didn't see y'all in class and I was looking for y'all. Because I know y'all always going to be on here. Y'all, but y'all got to think about what our classes talk about. Think about how many things we have talked about in class, and then it was worldwide news right after that. I told y'all they be paying attention. And if we get our class going too good, they'll cut it. They watching our buying trends. I told y'all. Like how everybody just went and got them tree suits. Oh, yeah, they paid attention. Because guess what y'all just went and bought before that? 2-in-1 gas stoves. What y'all buy before that? Propane. What y'all buy before that? Stuff to live outside. I guarantee you this. They know it's paranormal stuff going on over here. They know. Because they can tell by our buying trends that we be knowing what's going to happen before it happens. Now, will they acknowledge it? Hell no. Y'all think God just let me fall on the article about the Arctic blast that was the polar vortex in July? Y'all think that God just let that magically just pop up there for no reason? No. He put it there because he knew we needed to talk about it. So that could be in the back of y'all mind. Let me get these wool blankets. Let me do this. Let me do that. People saw that news clipping or whatever and didn't think nothing about it. They didn't purchase nothing. They didn't buy nothing. They didn't go looking. They didn't think about pipes busting or nothing. But we knew in July that it was going to be an Arctic polar vortex that was going to come. We have a class about it. God told us 6 months before it happened. And so were we prepared for the Arctic blast? For the Arctic vortex? For the polar vortex? Were we prepared for it? Yep, and I had a dream it was snowing in the summer. I believe it. It snowed in Africa in a place that it never snowed before. We're in the desert. So, good evening. Okay. I'm in Florida and under my blanket right now. Come on, Lady G. In Florida. In Florida. And you got to be under a blanket. In Florida. You hearing me? The floods in Tennessee that our baby said have never happened up there. The tornadoes and the water in Florida and all of the earthquake in the middle of Oklahoma. And now, is that a real thing with the tsunami in Cali? Or is that fake? It's flooding everywhere where it doesn't usually and is. So it is flooding in San Diego today. So that tsunami of that man's bar, that was real. That wasn't no... Who remembers I said it was going to be some day after tomorrow weather about 2 weeks ago? Right before that tsunami hit, I said, we about to get some day after tomorrow weather, y'all. And ever since then, it's been volcanoes erupting in Iceland. We have been getting today after tomorrow weather. Ever since that day, all around the world, the stuff that was happening in all of those end of the world type movies has been happening around the world right now. I said, y'all, did y'all see the volcano with blue lava? No, I didn't. They started spraying chemtrails at night now in Manhattan. Wow. When did they do that? Trini, you just got in here. Trini? Last night. Oh, what did we just say when we came into class? Thank you, Eyes on the Prize. If you know who I'm talking about, I told them what you said. There we go. Miss Lovely. You said they started spraying last night. We got some intel that we don't need to be outside last tomorrow. Trini, y'all, if God don't be coming through our classes and hitting it As soon as we get something, God come by and say, no, pay confirmation. Oh my God. Ooh. We ain't even been on. Thank you to everybody that comes here and share information. Ooh, shoot. So who remembers me saying you don't always gotta know why? Just get the first piece, the rest of it'll come. Just be cool. Didn't I just say that? And then Trini came right in and said, boom. Listen. Who remembers me saying it might come a time where you just might not be able to go outside because the air quality or whatever might be going on out there, it might be too dangerous. Y'all, we ain't been here 2 years. We have not been WOIU 2 full years yet. And all of the things that God has been telling us to get ready for, to prepare for, to buy. He told us to go get those, the things I showed y'all that clean up the salt water. And all that stuff started happening down there in Louisiana and stuff where they couldn't drink the water. But it was people there that already had those saline bag things to purify the water. They not just the water filter, but those actual bags that they can throw into a cup of whatever, and it's gonna filter through the thing, and then they can drink it. You said yes. Oh my God, you remember that? Huh? We had them get them, and then all of that stuff started happening with the water coming up out of wherever, and because we got people in Louisiana. The chickens not laying eggs. God has warned us every step of the way, y'all. In one way or another, whether he has somebody send us some information. I still remember the young lady in October of 22 that sent me some information and said that her boss, she lives in New York, her boss was going out of town and he was special forces, blah, 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 and this is coming. We knew about this stuff all the way back in October of 22. Y'all remember the information we got in October of 22? Do y'all remember when that man got his orders? It was October the 10th, 2022. War. In 2023, God told me to say, in 1 year from this date, we gonna be at war. And the war started this year, October the 7th, or last year, 2023. A year from that date, we was at war. A year and whatever, in 1 day, we was at war. But we had already went. We knew that they was about to open up the food line boxes. We knew that they was about to bring all of that. And what did I tell y'all? I said them blue boxes come out at a time of what? When we went and looked up what they gonna give you in your food box, y'all remember? They call them supplemental meals. We did that in October of 22. And in October of 23, on the 7th of October, Israel went to Raw, right? I said, y'all, they just opened up the program October 11th. Did you see that it's closing in Dubai? What's closing in Dubai? What? Oh, it's flooding in Dubai. No. A flood in the desert. That's not no day after tomorrow weather. That's not no day after tomorrow weather. We got tsunamis and floods coming in Cali. It's earthquakes in diverse places. Is we paying attention that the world is coming? Did y'all see with the whole thing with the other people? Now everybody clicking up, and now everybody has ramped up their nuclear weapons production. South Korea, North Korea, China, Turkey. Everybody talking about they got these special these and this and that. The Antichrist was revealed already. They about to put this temple up. The heifers thing got over there last year. 2 years ago. They got there in September of 22, I think. Make me wonder how many bowls already been poured. Ooh, WJ. That's what we talking about right now. That's what I'm saying. It's all these stuff that is happening. And people still talking about, oh, honey, I ain't got to worry about that. Crystal quartz are coming up through the ground. I saw that. I saw that. Pushing up through the concrete. I saw that. I'm going to go blow my nose because my allergies are acting crazy because I sleep with the dryer and all of that on in my room. Oh, you got to go look up Jews Found the Messiah 2022. As a matter of fact, the dragons, who paid attention that the dragons and the Messiah came out at the same time? Didn't they find the Messiah in like April of 22? May, June, sometime in there? Or was it last year? Was it last year or 22? I thought it was 22. When he came out. It was 22. Okay, yeah, it was. It was 22. Never mind. Moving on. Okay. And the dragon came out and when? And they sent the red heifers when? And the cows was laid sideways when? And the fish was falling out the air when? They killed all the egg-laying chickens when? The fish was turning up belly up in all of the waters around the world when? Mermaids came out when? And what 22 mean? Spiritual light. All the stuff that's been hidden is going to be unveiled, revealed. When you turn on the light, you see stuff you didn't see before, didn't you? The Antichrist was revealed. The giants were revealed. The half-human mer people were revealed. All of the stuff that really has been going on behind the scenes, folks, is being exposed. Spiritual light. All the stuff we've been told is myth. Was that not unveiled to you in 22, 23? That it's real? Everything that we saw on Disney and all our cartoons that we thought was just myth is now not, we know it's not legend. It's actual history. So that means that something was revealed to you. What you thought is, you hear me? You said the dots are definitely connected. That part. So it blows me how people can just still be crazy and think, oh, I don't got to worry about that, or I just really don't care. Like, people is really on that. It's in your face the whole time. And is Miss Anderson. "3 days of dark. Do not look out your window." Listen here, we don't know when it's coming or what's coming. But would you not rather be prepared for tragedy? Now, you don't know what all is going to happen. But at least if you got something, you ain't just out here bad. If you do got to stay in your house, you got food. If you do got to stay in your house, I wish people would stop saying God got me. Read Genesis 41 and 49. Listen here. Thank you. I be trying to tell people. Even my thing today said, God said I could work with a little, but you gotta be okay with, you gotta have a little for me to work with. I'm glad being this big kid at heart and everything myth. I really believed already. That part, come on. That's why I said, you know what, y'all? It don't matter who calls us crazy. God has been, the real followers of Christ, which was Paul and them, didn't they call them crazy? They said that they was delusional and everything else, and they read too much in the stuff, and Joseph prepared and is, Sean, and did. And so a whole bunch of people, don't the rapture come first? No. We're in it, pumpkin. The Antichrist already been revealed, pumpkin, and Pay With Your Hand is already here. Have you seen Amazon One? And they got Amazon One Medical, just like in what's our movie? What's our 19's A Thief in the Night? If you ain't never seen that, you need to go see. The church lied. They did. It sucks too. I'm looking for a specific video. Come on. Well, we just gonna do the one. I was looking for another one, but hold on. Let's just do this one. There we go.
This is Zoe. Just like you, she uses lots of different cards and IDs to get through her day. What if all Zoe needed was herself? Introducing Amazon One, a free service that lets you use your palm to quickly pay for things, gain access, earn rewards, and more. Let's say you're grabbing your favorite coffee beverage, or heading into the office, or checking out. Just hover your palm and you're on your way. It's as easy as that. Sign up is free and takes less than a minute. All you need is a credit card, your phone number, and your palm. That's it. Since your palm is unique and can't be lost or misplaced, you can get things done quickly and securely. And with more experiences on the way, Amazon One will help you get even more done, simply by being you. Now, Zoe has more time to do what she loves, indoor skydiving. Enter, identify, and pay with Amazon One.
Hold on, did y'all hear that?
Enter, identify, and pay with Amazon One.
Nope.
More time to do what she loves, indoor skydiving. Enter, identify, and pay with Amazon One.
Enter, identify, and pay. Enter, identify, and pay. Enter, identify, and pay. I have not ever had to identify myself to purchase anything. If I had cash, I could just buy whatever I want. Now I have to identify myself and then I can pay. You enter, identify, pay. Well, Revelation said you won't be able to buy or run your business, which is sale, without a mark in your right hand or your forehead. You're going to have to identify yourself. You said that slipped on by, didn't it? Enter, identify, pay. You won't be able to pay if you do not have the global identity. If you're not a part of that system, you won't be able to purchase nothing. Because you're going to have to identify yourself, and they're going to need to know that you're a part of the global society. If you are not, you will not buy anything. The doors might not even open for you. These people are literally walking Revelations word for word. That's why I be trying to figure out how the Christians is not up on this. And they got Amazon One Medical too. And if you've ever seen Thief in the Night, I ain't going to tell the whole movie. But the lady kept saying, my baby is hungry. No, she was like, my baby. She went to the hospital. My baby is some sick. That lady had that mark on her forehead. She said, your baby ain't sick. Your baby is hungry. Take the mark and your baby will eat. She said, please, my baby hasn't had any food. She said, take the mark. Brother Christopher is not the Antichrist. I know that's what they tell you. He wants everything to be okay. You said, baby, I was done. Come on. And you wonder why I keep trying to tell my baby. This is why I said a lot of the Christians is going to have to end up taking that because they not prepping. So they're going to have to go there because they don't have nothing. They don't have anything to survive without electricity. They don't have, because they pastors telling them, oh, you ain't got to worry about that, honey. We going to make the rapture. Well, the Antichrist is here. All the pay with your hand, the famine, the economic crash, the war, everything is here. And y'all still here. So you think you'll start prepping a little bit. Maybe this much. In Philadelphia, they already removing cashiers out the store. Oh, okay. He deceived the angels with a false promise in Eve now. And that, come on. Come on. With false peace. Come on. They living in false peace right now. The USA Travel has a global entry system. I did not know that. Let me write that down. Thank you. See why we like talking to everybody? And see why you can't say what information ain't valuable? A global entry system. Didn't know that, pumpkin. Global entry system. Thank you. Many will perish due to the lack of knowledge, I know. And that's why I don't want nobody over here to perish. Look up the video. Amazon put out about Satan being a good guy. Wow. That's crazy. Hope y'all getting your stuff. Digital banking systems are losing people's savings and regular accounts. Really, Miss Mill? Well, I know they taking people money. And just think, when they go to that digital dollar, they can turn your money off. It ain't gonna matter how much money until you get just like they forced us into the chips. Y'all remember? We didn't talk about it. In 16, everybody had a regular card. In 17, you had until this date to get that card, or you was going to have to be going to the bank. You wasn't going to have no digital card. You had to get the chip card. You had to. Or you didn't have, my buddy at a church, he said, man, they forced me into getting that thing. I had to get that. He said, I wasn't going to get it. He said, but I wouldn't have had access to the bank's money. Yep. And they said, we are no longer, if it don't got the chip, we're not taking it. But people didn't realize that from 2012 to 2016, a lot of people didn't pay attention that they just start putting the word chip on gas stations, on the swipe things. And I was asking my friends, like, why, what is this? It was all over the place. Chip. They had, excuse me, they haven't brought it out yet. But I started telling people, Pay attention if when you go in the store and when you get to the thing to swipe out, did it say they just plaster chip right there? Because they was getting your mind pre-programmed to go ahead and take it. And when I got on my other social media and told everybody, y'all, they about to bring out a chip card, you don't, blah, 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 they can turn your money off. Everybody's like, oh, you tripping, you need to quit, studying. And 4 years later, that's exactly what happened. And you couldn't not take it. If you didn't, you wasn't going to have no money. You wasn't going to have access to it digitally. You was going to have to go to the bank every time and get it out. And now they closing the banks. So even if you didn't want to get the check card and you only use cash, babe, the banks is closing. Where are you going to keep your money at? Oh, it ain't going to matter because they're not going to be taking cash. So you can have $2 million in cash. It's going to do you no good because cash won't be able to be spent anywhere. This is why I keep telling y'all, instead of trying to stack your money, you need to be buying things that are valuable, like flour, sugar, salt, sleeping bags, wool blankets, ways to filter your water, seeds, a way to cook if there's no electricity and no gas. And you need to go watch about World War II and the Depression so that you can understand how serious this is about to be. Times 100, because God said the world ain't never seen this stuff that's coming this time, because this is the end of it. So that's giving you a little bit, but it ain't even what it's about to be. All that it's going to be. Fire starters in the light. Yeah. You need everything manual. Everything manual. Whatever you use, coffee grinders, a way to blend, that comes after. You got to think that's only see, okay. Let me help y'all understand. The Bible is not in order. Y'all do realize that, right? Your King James version is not in order. Even the scriptures in Genesis are not in order. They put it together so that you could kind of understand. It's not in order. There's books missing, so it can't be in order. It's not in order. That's not in order. I know they tell you that, but like I said, most people don't even realize that most of the New Testament is Mark, Matthew, Luke, John, and Acts. Right? It's all the same story just from that person's point of view. It's the exact same story 5 times. Y'all do realize that. Matthew, Mark, Luke, John, Acts. All the same books. It's just you get it from John, you get it from... It's all the same story. So that take a whole chunk because you could read one of them and pretty much know what's going to happen in this story. So then if you pulled all those out, let's just get that we get Mark's story or Peter, okay, or whatever. Okay, boom. They all the same story. They talk about the upper room. They talk about this and that, blah, blah, blah. You've been stuck on the rapture. Yeah, this sucks. I grew up Pentecostal. I guarantee you they told us we wasn't going to be here. But when I started studying for myself, then pastors stopped talking to me because I said, y'all lying to people. Because right here it says that God's holy saints is going to be persecuted and unalived. So then who is that? Oh, those are the tribulation saints that didn't make it. That doesn't make any sense because they would not be considered God's holy people if they didn't make it. Y'all lying. Y'all making up stuff. It said that the Antichrist was going to be given power to overcome God's holy people. It says that. And they say, oh, it's the tribulation saints. Tribulation saints cannot be God's holy saints. That does not make any sense. And it's not 3 comings of the Lord. It's 2. He came as a savior and he's coming as a judge. There's nothing else. Where is this 3rd time? Show it to me in the scripture. Because in order for him to come and rapture people and only take these and come back and get a second bunch, that would make God a liar, because he said, I'm only going to come twice, the second coming. He didn't say it was going to be a third. He who endures to the end. But do y'all know a lot of these pastors don't even read Revelations? I'm telling y'all, I talk to ministers that will not read Revelations. They will not teach out of Revelations. So then when you're saying these things to Christians, they looking at you like, why would you say that? My pastor doesn't talk about that. He won't talk about that. We don't read that. It's depressing. And that's why you don't know what the hell to prepare for. You said don't even talk about it and won't. So what happens to those millions and millions of Christians, or billions of Christians, that think, do you know Revelation? I'll say and gets into the body. It's a different couple ways. When old boy is killed, but then there's a couple different things. I have a few books about it because they want to keep getting that money from the government, and do. You see it? 5 golden rivers. I don't know what you're saying, Aaron. Well, the doomsday clock was set. It's 90 seconds to midnight. They didn't move it. They didn't move it to 90 seconds. It was like 2 minutes. 1 minute and 30 seconds. So they didn't move it again. What's the doomsday clock? It was 90 seconds last year. Well, you got to think. We ain't into this year good. But they done moved it. Aaron, you not making no sense. And can you please stop just typing random stuff? I don't know what's going on, honey, but I don't understand anything that you're saying. And so then those words are pointless. I don't understand. You're right. I don't know what you're talking about because none of it makes any sense. Okay? So can you just please stop typing random stuff? Because I've been trying to see what you were saying, but I don't get it. None of it makes any sense to me. In Revelations, nowhere else in the Bible does it talk about Satan living, but in Revelation. Okay. Where Aaron, who's the adversary, honey? Who do you think gets him in a body? The man that they just said is the Christ walking over there. But he has been alive this whole time. He was in Nero. He was in a whole bunch of... It's been more than one Antichrist, honey. Satan has had a lot. He got a body now. Okay, y'all. Back to what we were saying. Somebody is coming in here talking crazy. Listen. Okay. Back to what I was saying. Yeah, it's a distraction. Anyway, like I said, going on, because I don't know what's going on over there. Moving on. Here we go. So, like I said, Right. People be crazy. This is the only way. And this is why we don't add people, because they think everybody gonna start adding them. Like, y'all know everybody. Right. Because we don't. Right. Honey, I don't know. Okay. You see, I've been trying to follow, but it's not. It's not. I don't know. I don't know. Okay. So, moving on. Where was I at? Yes, MJ, it is. The clock. Doomsday. There we go. Okay, yeah. All right. Um, so doomsday, it's about to be hell on wheels in the world, floods, radiation, famine, and civil war. And is. And that's listen. It's not civil war is already happening down in Texas, sis. It's already going. They already talk about it now. That's what I said. And it's listen, family. Get your stuff. Get your stuff. Okay? Get your stuff. 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 My poor Prime guy took 30 chips to my door. I know he did, Nancy. I bet he did. Get your stuff. 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 Stuff. Get your 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 stuff. Stuff. Get your stuff. Get your stuff. Get your stuff. Stuff. Get your stuff. Get your stuff. Get your stuff. Stuff. Get your stuff. Get your stuff. Get your stuff. I need to charge this because I used it to do my nails. Get your stuff. Get your stuff. Get your stuff. Get your stuff. Do I need to charge this too? I done left it on. Y'all done let me leave it on. Really? I need to charge this. Thank you. Because I ain't even charged it. Look at that. I left it on. Look what y'all made me do. I'm going to charge it. But this, get your stuff. Get your stuff. I need to plug it up and charge it, but get your stuff. This is the solar panel. Get your stuff. Get your stuff. I left this on. Get your stuff. Get your stuff. Get your stuff. Get your stuff. Yeah, I just used that one to show y'all, and I probably left it on, is the thing. But that ain't nothing to plug it up. It plugs up and it's solar panel. That's a small one. We got our big solar panels in there for our other generators that we got. And then we got stuff like this. And we got stuff like this. And this and this and this. We got stuff like this. And this and this and this and this. We got stuff like this. And this and this and this. We got stuff like this. And this and this and this. Oh, we got stuff like this. And this and this and this. We got stuff like this. For this and this and this and this and this and this and this. You said who gonna be hungry? Who? My kids ain't gonna be hungry. They not gonna be in the dark. They not gonna have to worry about being bored at all. Cause they can watch TV over here. And we been had these before y'all a movie came out. Leave the World Behind. We already had our DVD players and stuff because we already knew the internet was gonna go out. We got coloring books, crayons, plenty of books in the house. We didn't have to wait for the movie to think about that. Sweet, thank you, Auntie. We already had these for each child. We don't care what nobody believe. You don't have to believe nothing, but we ready. Back in 2021, the grocery store by my home was selling freeze-dried food. And yeah, they started it. That's when they started. Mm-hmm. And in 22, it was everywhere, and people didn't pay attention. They were just going in Walmart. They were selling them light straw. They were selling everything you're going to need right now for the low back then. And that's when we was buying it. We've been buying it. There we are. Of course, some of us started prepping prior to that. I was prepping prior to COVID. But with the stuff that we're doing right now is people that we've been ahead of the game every time. Every time God told us to buy something, we went and bought it. It's God getting ready to do what He gonna do. The Bible is fulfilling itself, and it don't matter if you don't believe it. That don't mean that just because you don't believe it's a person in your house with a gun, don't mean they ain't in there. Just because you think that can't nobody be in there, don't mean they ain't. So, I mean, believe what you want to. It's still a nigga in your closet with a gun, waiting on you to go to sleep. I had walked by that stuff for a month and didn't realize it was there. Come on, Michelle. That is what the devil is counting on. You know how many Christians are saved and sanctified and then push their cards past all this stuff? Then God said they got eyes, but they don't see, and they got ears, but they don't hear. That is just for more than a word. You so sanctified and saved, you're no earthly good. You ain't even going to be able to help none of your church people because you ain't got nothing. This class taught me, and I brought everything I could. Come on, baby. That's what I'm talking about. You listen. Now, God, I told you I was only talking to those that have an ear to hear. Everybody else, I don't care if you're listening or not. And I hate to say it, but I'm not going to overexert myself. I'm just talking to the people that want to hear. And that's it. I went through that begging and crying and please look at it. Stressing myself out. I quit that. I did. If you want to know, I'll send you my video. Other than that, I'm not. I'm sorry, y'all. I know everybody got their walk. You know, you might have that one person you have to tell, but as for just me, I'm not doing all that no more. I'm trying to tell you. Now, God tell me to talk to somebody else. But trying to beg and beg and beg, when I could be talking to somebody that's actually going to get up and go do it. Do y'all know maybe only 2 of my family members listen to me? I'm talking about like outside of my kids, and I can't even say they listening because I got most of their stuff for them. So, my whole settlement is $17,000. $1,700? $17,000? Oh, damn. I don't know what that number is. But that part. Yeah, I didn't know what that part. That part. You said I stopped talking. I'm seeing the wheat and the tares. That part. That part. And they gonna try to hit you with that, I can't believe you're gonna let me and my kids starve. How could you do that? How could you let y'all starve? How could you let y'all starve? Because I kept warning you. You saw me getting my stuff. You saw what I was doing, and I was trying to tell you because I didn't want that for you. I didn't want 17,000. That's what I thought it was. It was okay. But guess what? It was worth it, wasn't it? Queen. Was it not worth it? You know you and your kids and your husband gonna be straight. That's a better thing than going on a vacation. Spending $17,000 to go overseas and blow money on stuff. You can see your money. How many years did Noah tell the people that part? You can see your money. You know if they shut the grocery store down today, you good. You told her that too? Listen. Everybody gonna spend their money on what they gonna want to spend their money on. And that's why when people like, oh my God, you got this and you got that. I said, you spent your money on what you want to spend your money on, and I spent my money on what you chose that. You took your $100 and wanted to flex with folks, and I took my $100 and thought, damn, I can get 4 bags of this and 2 of these for that. So I'ma just forget them shoes, forget that shirt, forget going to the club or whatever. I don't care about none of that. You got to pull think about it. Listen, you spent your honey bun on what you want to spend your honey bun on, and I spent my honey bun on what I want to spend my honey bun on. Yep, I missed out on family trips, and I'm totally fine. Come on now. Because you see what's going on in real time now. You see it, and you can't unsee it. And this is why I told y'all, I know y'all think I'm crazy in the beginning. I said, but in 1 year, you are going to be so happy that you did not blow your money and you bought all of these things I'm telling you to get. You're going to be ecstatic that you did it. It hadn't even been 6 months and people was already using some of their emergency stuff, because that's when the lights was out and people without power for 10 days and all their food is spoiled. But they had survival food that they can go in there and bust open. They had their propane stove so they could cook. They had emergency light bulbs like this one so they didn't have to sit in the dark. They had a way to filter water depending on where they was at. All kinds of stuff. So it didn't even have to be 2 years down the line and folks was buying stuff and then immediately had to use it. My family been taking trips to Dubai and Hawaii while I stayed home and prepped. I'm trying to tell you. I don't care what nobody is doing on the outside of this, because when I look in here, I got what I need. If I can't go outside for probably a year, I got everything I need in here. I have enough food, and that's without the stuff in the refrigerator. Because it's only me. So if I eat 1 time a day, I got 360 servings in here of food. Right. If I'm only going to eat 1 time a day, I easily got 360 servings of food in here. 365, excuse me. What about taking your money out of the bank? I just say buy everything you need. Because money is not going to be a thing then. Keep it in there as long as you can so you can get what you need. You see what I'm saying? Because right now, you need to buy the things that's going to be money then. Because it ain't going to be no money. It's going to be bartering time. If you don't plan on being in the global system. So then, flour, sugar, salt, oil, seasonings, pepper. This is what I'm telling y'all. Go look at the videos about the Great Depression and World War II. Look at what things were not easily accessible, the things they had to wait on. What if they hit a truck, coffee, laundry soap. You can sell it by the bag if you have to during that time. You know, right? Enough on our stomachs. Rice. We got folks that probably would have never stood in a line of like a food pantry type line that are going, but they guess what? They got buckets full of pasta. They got buckets full of beans. They got buckets and containers full of canned goods and canned vegetables and canned soups and all of these things. So if what happened with the pandemic happens, but it lasts for a year and there's only a little bit, because who know what a RID is? What's RID stand for? Army folks. Can my Army folks tell me what a RID is? What is it? What is it, Mister? Yep. Thank you, Thelma. Ration identification. So when you on an Army base, they used to, if you was in Germany or something and you got cigarettes or whatever from the PX, you got a ration card and your family got a certain amount of things per month. They would like stamp it or take your little ration ticket. Well, on a lot of the EBT cards, a lot of people don't know that's not recipient identification number. It's ration identification. Because technically, food stamps is like rations. That's why you can only buy certain things with food stamps with EBT. Not a coffee drinker, but you have coffee. That's right. Because guess what? Other people do. And they might need it, like CERCA. I got a splinter, y'all, and it's finally starting to come out. Right. Can y'all go look up the supplemental program that they started October 11th and tell me what's on there real quick? And tell me if that'll feed your family or not? I'm used to be mad at my aunt for always having so many beans and rice, and now you understand why. Yeah, because you can live on beans and rice alone. And just think, if you got a whole bunch of beans, and even if you don't eat beans, you can make bean sprouts, and they're very healthy for you. And yep, you can buy plants with EBT too. That's right. You can buy all your herb plants with EBT because it's food. So your thyme, basil, lemon basil, all of those different ones, rosemary, you can buy that with food stamps or grow more beans. That's right, JC. Yep. And you can dehydrate, garden, vacuum, and yep. And corn, flour, and chia seeds makes you full. That's right. And they make flour. You can buy fruit trees too with food stamps. Oh, that makes so much sense. No, the United States did last year, October 11th. I did not know. Maybe somebody you can buy fruit trees with your food stamps. I need some food stamps. I'm not sure if y'all gonna have Apple Gordons, but they have pasta beans and huge canned goods for $8.99 to $14.99. Girl, GFS my store, girl. Love GFS. And two, I don't know if they got one here or not. Yeah. This guy made a bread recipe out of the Bible with like lentils and stuff. Yep, Gordon has all the big cans of stuff for the low. Yep. Listen, family. I'll be racking up on the canned goods at Dollar Tree and Family Dollar. And don't forget your neighborhood multi service center or whatever you call it. The multicultural, not the multicultural, but the your neighborhood center. They be giving out free food all over your city and folks don't be knowing it. And all of it is not bad. All of it has not expired. Do you understand? So if you can hit 3 spots a week, the food banks, all of it. If you see the roadside stands, they take EBT, and you can get double vegetables for half the price. Stock up on noodles and spaghetti. That's right, pasta, peanut butter, beans, and rice. I'm trying to tell you. Because it's better than nothing. You used to dumpster dive and did. I didn't learn about dumpster diving until I moved to the West Coast. And that's before they used to put the blocks on everything. But everybody used to go dumpster diving and have like brand new everything after the store closed. It was a thing. You hear me? Ulta makeup and everything. 579 outfits. I hit the pantry today, and I'll be at the pantry tomorrow morning. Come on, Auntie. That's what I'm talking about. And did. Now they damage it so you can't use it. Yep, cut it up, mark on it, and all kind of stuff. Mm-hmm. Dehydrate fat-free refried beans for protein bars. Really? Wait, y'all hear that? I love refried beans too. I'm gonna be a booty, but that's okay. Dehydrate fat-free refried beans for protein bars. What can you put something in it? Can you put a little something in it? Can I put a little honey in it or something? Can I put something just in the bean? A little seasoning? That's a good idea, though. We use the skin of our onions to make our own onion powder and store it now, too. Come on, Miss Nicole. My stuff is sitting in there on the cabinet right now. I'll be letting it air dry. I'll let it get down to that little piece. And then I'm going to go in and wash mine and put them in that air fryer. Yeah. I'm about to start dehydrating some of these onion peels and making my stuff. Yeah. I got my red onions in there and my white ones. And my yellow. They sit. I start stashing cans of boiled Cajun peanuts. Come on now. Listen. Fat free is the best to add to your soul. Okay. My GPA used to GPA used to smoke onion peels when he was getting a cold. Really? Thank you. I didn't know. So smoke an onion peel, huh? What did he put in it? Onions? Dried onions? What did he put in the peel? He just rolled up the peel and smoke it. The onion peel. A man on TikTok posted dehydrated chili. Yes. Yes. I'm just trying to see. Because if it helped. Yes, he just rolled up the peel. Okay, them old folks know. That's why they didn't have to go to the doctor. Like, I'm about to give me some of the smokable herbs. Yeah, that's what I was getting ready to say. Like, I seen people been having the smokable herbs. Definitely want to give me some. Yeah, I seen that. And if you think about it, what is a breathing treatment? What is a breathing treatment? Some kind of medicine that's going down in there to open your lungs up. It ain't nothing but a damn breathing treatment. Yeah. You said time to start converting your bus. And is. I want a bus too. I really do want me a bus. I do want me a bus. I might look, maybe that'll be a good project for me because I got all the tools. I just need a plumber and a light electrician, and that's it. The rest of it I could build and do myself. You buy one in 2021? I'm about to look into it. For those of you that take turmeric as a natural blood thinner, thank you. Y'all, we've been on here 2 hours. I'll be right back. Give me a second. Give me about 3 minutes, please. I love y'all. And we don't never get to what we supposed to be reading. Okay, sorry, y'all had to take that call too. I was on the toilet and got a call. Sorry. So that was my ride. Y'all know I've been looking for somebody because I still ain't got my car fixed because it's been too cold and I don't like my car sitting. I want you to fix my stuff today so I can leave today. But that was my ride to go down to the city of St. Louis and drop all my stuff off. So I'll be doing that tomorrow. So I'm so excited. I get to finally take that stuff. Goodness, it's been on my heart every day. I'm like, man, I gotta hurry up and get my car fixed because if my car was fixed, that stuff would have been down there. Cayenne pepper stops the bleeding. Thank you. Tone told us to get some bleed stop or something too to put in your bag. I'm so excited so I can finally take that stuff down here. Because I actually just looked up some homeless encampments down there and it's bad down there. It's called Bleed Stop. Thank you, Tone. It's bad down there. Like, I know when I was homeless years ago, it was bad. But it's real bad down there now. And it was mamas out there with their babies in the news thing that I looked at. It was mamas down there in them tents with their kids. And guess what I saw? Candles. Like in the news thing, you know how they pan out? Somebody had a candle burning in their tent to keep it warm. Yep. So, definitely take them. I'm so excited to go drop that stuff off. I might see if they can take me to Dollar Tree and I'll just buy a whole bunch of soups and stuff. Make your own emergency first aid kit out of herbs too. Yeah, I'm excited, y'all. I washed up all the blankets and comforters. They all clean. STL had a bad ice storm. I prayed so hard for them. Yeah, I'm here. I'm in Missouri. It was ice when I woke up yesterday morning everywhere. It's real, real bad down there. So I'm definitely excited to take. Yeah, I did. Use beeswax or soy candles to keep out the carcinogen. Okay, thank you. I'm going to the hood tomorrow too. Come on now. I love it. I'm excited. San Diego is flooding. I saw that. We heard that earlier. So listen. I'm excited. You gave yours out Saturday. Who got a chance to already? I know Auntie already. Yeah, Indiana has been cold too, but I haven't seen many homeless in my area. It's suspicious. Taji, you gotta. I know they moved them off of. You know what I did? Don't worry about it. Hold on to them. No, you cannot. Just because you ain't found them yet, hold on to it. Because God is going to put some people in your way that need it. Put a couple in your car. Put your stuff in the car. Put one of them in the car. You drive, like when you go to work, you drive by homeless people. They be out there with the signs. Give it to them. It don't got to be. They might, because they encampments, they have to hide because the police raid them. And they will take them to, you see what I'm saying? So they be on the corners, but you might not see their homeless encampment. You know what I'm saying? God will lead you who to give it to. They be ducked out, yeah, because they'll come and bulldoze and take all their stuff and throw it in what's the name? So they hide their encampment. But that's how I found these. I literally just went to the news and typed in St. Louis homeless encampments. And they was all the news articles about where they was at was right there. Look, if you got bridges, they always gonna be around bridges, anywhere where they can get out of the elements. A lot of times they be living behind Walmarts and stuff too. You know how Walmart always got that fence back there and it's always woods. Normally behind the Walmart, most Walmarts have woods behind them. A lot of them live behind Walmarts because they can go in there and go to the bathroom, get hot food, and get stuff like that. So they be hidden in plain sight for real. Yeah. Rum and alcohol is very clean burning fuel. Yep. We went down to the riverfront as well. No one down there either. Really? Well, I just saw they had them in Laclede Landing and they moved in the back of the old city county building. That's the news thing I just saw. They got them in the back of the new. They said they in the back of the. You went down there too. That's where I'm going tomorrow. Well, my homeboy, he know where they at, cause he deals with the homeless. We was there Saturday. Okay, well he said it's some in St. Charles County. He said he know where some in St. Charles. Miss Nancy, yeah, he know where they at. He said it's some in St. Charles County, and then he was telling me somewhere else. So we gonna go. My friend used to be addicted to certain things, so he knows where certain people be hanging and stuff. You said in STL they on the back of Broadway? Okay, boom. Thank you. There they go. She said they on the back of... Nichelle, you here too? Nia, you here too? How many St. Louis, Missouri folks I got right now? What? Oh. Okay. Y'all was on Broadway too? Okay. Good to know. You in Columbia. Okay. Well, we gonna drive around and find them. I guarantee you that. We gonna look. Okay. You grew up there. Okay. You in Maryland Heights. Okay. Arresting the homeless to keep inmates prisoners is cheap labor. Yeah. I know you ain't ignorantly good time. I know you in Clayton. Okay, y'all. I be over here. I went to the little mall over there. Went to the paint sip over there. I know you ain't not ignorantly good time telling me no meet and greets. And you and Auntie and Margaret then got together and had an ignorantly good time. You done had the most meet and greets out of everybody. You done met up with a couple people. She talking about no meet and greets and she done had like 3. And they was ignorantly good times at that. Ain't that something? Look at the pot. No, she didn't. Queen is funny. She said ain't no meet and greets either. And none. And she done had 14 already. And they had an ignorantly good time. An ignorantly good time. I ain't gonna lie, I was a little... You said, hey, kiddo. Listen here. Because guess what? Did you see? Your twin said chair. Chair, twin. A chair. Yes. Yeah, thank you. Yeah. Like, sometimes I don't mind telling people. But then sometimes people is weird. Because I didn't already have, like... People weird. Like, y'all would not believe some of the, like, messages. She said, fine. She got the chair. Y'all would not believe some of the weird messages I get. And I didn't been stalked before in real life. Before this. So, no, I don't play that. Listen here. No, it ain't the Missouri people. It's the Michigan, Chicago people that be hooking up. Are you serious? Okay, well, shh. Because it might be somebody that be trying to figure out which one. Just, okay, Pumpkin. Well, thank you. Because, see? Now you see why. Look, Nichelle, thank you. Because can I tell you something? That's why I don't be going outside. Because it makes me so nervous. Because I know people be knowing who I am. And that's why I don't go. Listen, when I go outside, I be having my hood on. I be trying to hurry up and get in the store and get out. You just made me know that I'm not crazy. Thank you. It do make me nervous, Nichelle. It do. Thank you. Thank you, Pumpkin. Thank you. Thank you. That's a kiss from your TT or sister. I don't know what I am to you right now, but thank you. That's why I don't go outside. That's exactly. I told y'all when I went over 2 cities over, and that man was fixing my car, and it was all white people in there. I thought I was safe. Listen, I thought I was safe, and they was all back there like this, y'all, with their phones. I'm sitting in there just do, and so you feel eyes on you. You know they got the cars in the other back there. They on my live as well. Right. So it was 3 white boys. It was a big fat one. It was the other one. He was like edgy with the spikes and the big things, the gauges in his ear. Then it was just a regular white boy. So something told me to turn around, and they was like this, y'all. I see them through the window. My heart started beating fast. I said, they know who I am. They know who I am. So the edgy looking dude with the gauges in there, he said, I knew who you was. He said, I seen you before. I said, I don't even go nowhere. He said, nah, you that lady from TikTok. You that lady from TikTok. I knew your face. I said, it was all white people. I thought I was fine. I did not see one nigga the whole time I was in that city. I thought I was fine. Not even the white boy with the gauges and the spiky hair knew who I was. So this won't go to the store. I couldn't run. They had my car. I could not run. They had my car. It is scary to me. It's very scary to me. It's very scary to me. I'm in this live crunching on red hot riblets, that part. Like, listen, cuz. See, CERCA started stuff to there. I went to Chicago with my auntie. Oh, I forgot Tadera that had her some hookups too. Tadera then went down and kicked it with the folks and had her a Florida trip, and everybody been getting together. Everybody been clicking up. Having y'all little meet and greets and stuff, and I ain't a part of none of them. Yes, you're white, and I love you. I love you too. I wasn't saying that. I was just saying, like, I automatically assume that kind of maybe black people are going to know who I am if I go into a situation. You know what? I'm not saying white people don't love me. I love y'all too. Yeah, we cousins and stuff. But I'm just saying, STL, let's get together and give to the homeless. That part. Come on now. That part right there. You see what I'm saying? So I was like, I'm cool over here. You know what I'm saying? I'm in like the weirdest parties like that. I'm good. And now I just don't be wanting to go to the gas station or nowhere. This year I have started to work on my land, working on a homestead. Come on now. That's funny. Oh man. That's the only reason I be wanting to get an assistant. So then I don't never gotta leave my house. I could just send them for whatever I need. Oh man, girl, you got my toes wiggling. I knew it. And I be telling my cousin, I said, this person knows who I am. She be like, girl, please. No, I'm trying to tell you they do. I could feel it. Because it's like they do kind of like a double take. Like, and then they look away. But I be knowing. That's why I be trying to like, I have my hair like this. I'm going to show y'all what I be doing. Listen, I be trying to hurry up and get in and get out. Oh my, man, that's funny. Y'all, I be in there like this. I'm trying to tell you. This is how I be. You hear me? Trying to hurry up and get out. And I have my coat on, so he's covering all of this. Like, I need you to not see. I can see where I'm going. That's all that matters. This how I be in a store for real. Or it be like this. And then my jacket, my hoodie be right here. So this all you getting. And I be walking with my head down like this, trying to hurry up and get out. I'm trying to tell you, I don't. Oh. You said I'm trying not to laugh out loud in here. I'm trying to tell you. Listen here. No. Liz, I'm trying to tell you. You gonna say Scooby Dooby Doo, and you gonna say like the guy from Fat Albert. Exactly. Exactly. I be trying, but that's why I go to the store when I think people would sleep. You know what I'm saying? I be trying to go at times when there's not a lot of people in there. Wear a mustache. I might have to get one. You received the invite, but the screen is black. What invite? I walk with my head down, not because I'm ashamed, but I don't really do people well. I do, but I don't. And I be nervous because I don't know. Where's Mr. CERCA Dad so he can shop? That part. That part. If I had a person to go with me, I probably wouldn't feel so crazy. And it don't even really be, can I be honest? It's not my WOU people that I'm nervous about. I say a lot of things that make people upset. You said your side eye is strong for real because you didn't see it in person. I'm sorry, fuck it. I'm sorry because I will. Don't get too close to me because I'll look and move real fast. Thank you so much. We do have a great community here, but I done got some weirdos in my inbox. I done got some weirdos and they know I live in Missouri. You see what I'm saying? So it could be a man or a person that maybe don't agree with what I say or that is overly infatuated. And I don't know that they didn't follow me home from the store. I told y'all it's a couple people that didn't sit in front of my house. And I know that they knew who I was. It's happened like 3 or 4 times already. You see what I'm saying? And I'm by myself. Somebody saw me very close to my house. And it spooked the hell out of me because they saw me. I was 7 minutes home, got in the live, and they was like, I just saw you. I was going to say something to you, but I didn't say nothing. And I was like, and I felt like somebody, I was like, that day I was like, I don't want to go to the store, but I got to go to the store. I had to go over to the gas station and get my, stuff. And so then I get back. It don't take me long to get from where I was at. You remember that, Queen? You remember? It was 7 o'clock in the morning. It was 7 o'clock and it was still dark. It was only 4 people in the store. In the gate, it was only 4 people. So I don't know, and I doubt it, but that person could have said nothing, right? And at that time, I didn't have my car, so I was, moving around. They could have followed me home. Watched me walk to my door. And I had, yeah, I'm good with grandma. I keep grandma with me, but I'm still saying, if I don't know, I'm thinking you're going to visit somebody in my apartments. You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking you're going to visit somebody else, and really you sitting here watching me. You see what I'm saying, Michelle? I literally just saw this person 5 minutes ago, and they didn't say nothing, and then I came home. And they was like, I just seen you. I was like, I don't know if you follow me home or not. Like in real life. So that's why when I be saying, I don't be wanting to go nowhere, because this is different. I ain't gonna lie, like, CERCA didn't like going places because I just moved around where I didn't like people in my business anyway, but it's still, it's still, And I've been kidnapped before in real life. Yep, yep, yeah, right. Exactly, Queen. Because then I know stalkers are real. And I'm not saying it like I'm all whatever, but you now I don't know who I am. And it could be white, it could be Spanish, it could be black, it could be rich or poor. I have no idea when I go in the store if the person standing behind me knows exactly who I am. And that is alarming. I'm serious. It's because these things have happened to me before. I told y'all when my daughter was 9. She was 9 or 10. I bought a computer. Now who used to be on Black Planet? Y'all, y'all, I got 5,000 followers in less than 10 hours on Black Planet. I maxed out the first day I was on there. It was crazy. I posted a few of my modeling pictures. It was done. I had 5,000 followers. Couldn't get no more. And was sad about it. You hear me? I didn't even get to move through that piece good. I put 2 pictures out there. I kid you not. The next morning when I woke up, I was maxed out. And I had, it was a swimsuit picture and a regular picture. Maxed out. Maxed out. I was pissed because I wanted to get through there and get through there. You know what I'm saying? So I go in Indianapolis. It used to be a computer shop on 56 in Georgetown, right in that plaza, in between the gas station and what used to be Boston Market and the CVS right there, or Walgreens, whatever, in that little plaza right there. I take my daughter's computer, because I had bought her a used computer. I take my daughter's computer in there to get it fixed. And the man calls me by. Now, I gave him my real name because that's what's on my sheet, to pay for my stuff. He calls me by my Black Planet name. He said, "Oh, I know exactly who you are." I said, "I've never met you." He said, "I know, but I know exactly who you are, Miss Such and Such." It wasn't even 5 minutes from where I lived at. And I put my address on there. I put my address on the paper because when you filling out, you got to put your address and phone number and all of that because they delivered or whatever. This man knew where I lived in, and he had been watching me on Black Planet for like 3 years. We had never met in person, but he was on my page pretty much every day. I was like, dude, because I like being behind this. This is okay for me. This is all right. This has always been all right for me. And this has happened to me multiple times. People like, "I already know who you are." You do? When I was modeling, same thing. I'd be in a grocery store and a man would walk up to me and call me by my... I'm like, he said, "I got a picture." Oh, I did a calendar, y'all. And it was a tasteful calendar. I didn't do no crazy stuff. I did a calendar when I was modeling. It was part of our promo stuff to hand out when we did stuff. And it was a nice calendar, too. Went in a grocery store or something one time. And this man said, "You are in my bathroom across from my toilet." And I instantly got sick to my stomach. He said, "I look at you every time I sit on the toilet." I was instantly sick. That didn't make me feel happy or nothing. It made me feel dirty. Because I know what you're thinking when you said that. And now you looking at me in person. Before, you bought a calendar from wherever you bought it from or however you got it. But now you seeing me in person and I didn't know who you are. You've been looking at me every single day in your bathroom. Thinking whatever you've been thinking, and now you standing behind me in a store. called me by my, I said, I don't want to be famous. Because famous make people crazy. I'm trying to tell you. And so when I say I've experienced a lot of this already in my life, I have. And I told y'all I've been stalked. It's not a game. So that's why certain stuff I be like, where people just be all free and just, you don't know the danger that's out there, do you? It's really crazy people that will take you from your family because they are so obsessed with you. That's why I don't understand why these young ladies be getting on here in they drawers and panties showing these people. Do you realize a nigga will pull up to your crib and be watching you and you think he a random person and they been what? This is not virtual. This is reality. Come on. A nigga will pull up on you. And you want to be on here showing everything and doing all this and that? No. Showing them everywhere you go eat and everywhere you go out of town and every place you go. You are crazy. Even if somebody don't like you, they could be watching you, trying to figure out where you be, and you didn't told them everything. Because one of your friends is really your op friend. And they get to watch every restaurant. They know what time you got there. They know who you going with. They know who you waiting on. Come on, that part, Jazzy. JC, come on. Y'all got to think, maybe y'all ain't never been kidnapped before. And held captive for 3 days and couldn't get out. But when you done been kidnapped before, you think differently. If you've ever been held against your will and you couldn't leave when you want to, and 9 times out of 10 it was by somebody you trusted, so you think different. You said me almost by the cartels. Come on, and you beautiful too. I can believe it. I know they wanted you. I already know they wanted you because you're gorgeous. Not only that, they will pull up on you and they will pay other people to get you and will. Gotta be more careful. You're welcome. You've been stalked by 3 men. Hell yeah, people be crazy. You lost your chat. It be your own people preying on you. And dude, being stalked in real life is terrifying. It happened to me at 18 and I fear for my life. Yeah, because you never know where they're going to be. I told y'all, it was a man that paid my maintenance man to get a key. I was getting my locks changed on my house, on my apartment, and on my car. Every day I had to call Papa Lock and pay. At that time, I think it was like $75 a day to get them to change my lock. And all of this was back in the early 2000s. $75, $80. It might have been 100 and something. Every day I was having to have them rekey my car. You know what this dude had? Not rekey my car. Do my locks. This nigga, and then every day that I would take, well, I say not every day, at least once a week. About once a week, once or twice a week. I did not know this dude had a master key to Chevys. Because I would come outside and my car would be gone. But I had the only set of keys. So I done got it they put a new ignition, get you a new key. This nigga had a master key. And he was giving the maintenance dude peasies to give him enough. When I would take my key to the office, he had grabbed the little white boy up and was giving him peasies to give him my key. So I would get home and my tables would be moved together. My furniture he was trying to make me think I was crazy. He put my freaking cordless phone in the freezer. Came home looking for my title because I figured it was him. I had put it up in the top over the stove underneath the seasonings. It was gone. Girl, wasn't no moving. He had a tracking device on my car. Everywhere I moved in Indianapolis, he knew where I was at. I left school one day from 71st and Michigan Road and drove to 62nd in Georgetown and was sitting in a church parking lot. And my heart started beating real fast. He was supposed to be out of town. Why did something tell me to look up? And I had my phone on vibrate. It was vibrating. He said, look over to the left. Y'all looked over to the left and this nigga was right there. Why are you not at school? I told y'all one time I had snuck from school and went to Burlington to go get me some clothes. And something told me to turn around. He called me, said, where you at? I said, at school. He said, well, that's not the truth. It'll be real hard to be in school and you in Burlington with black boots in your hand. I turned around, y'all, and this big old nigga was standing behind me. He said, I've been in here watching you for 30 minutes. I didn't know he had a tracking device on my car. So everywhere I moved, he already knew. And then he told me, why lie? Because you don't understand it. First of all, you don't understand the person that I was dealing with. And I didn't lie to him often, but you don't know who I was dealing with. Because by nature, I'm not a liar. But at that time, I was dealing with damn near a psycho. And some people, you can't let them know where you at all times. But I didn't know he had a tracking device on my car, so it didn't matter. I wasn't doing nothing wrong. But this is a person that was going to try to control every single thing that I did. Nah, bro, I'm going to get out of this situation. You don't know I'm not about to stay here. So I'm not going to tell you my every move because this nigga damn near unalive people. He used to put a woman in a recycle bin and put a padlock on it and leave her in there before he met me. Put bars on the doors and all deadbolts and would lock her in her house and she couldn't leave for weeks if he didn't let her out. He didn't do that to me, but this is the stories I'm hearing from the people that he dated before me. She left Indy and went down south somewhere, and this nigga found her way before cell phones and all of that, was calling all her family members and found her, and he found out where she was, and he brought up a bag. I didn't know until after, Auntie. I met her after I was already in the situation. He introduced me to her. And she was like, he don't be doing this to you. And I'm like, nah. She was like, girl, please. And I thought she was lying. Because, you know, some people, when they see you in a good situation, and then her family start telling me, like, nah, that nigga crazy. And then I started to see it. I told y'all I called the police on him, and he had the police on the payroll, nigga. He had the police on the payroll. I'm standing there talking to the sheriff. He said, like, give him the phone. He said, they're not going to do nothing. Watch this. He said, I'll make them stand outside while I beat your ass. And they going to stand there and stand guard. Do you know them police left my house? And no report was filed, and I filed one. He was sitting there watching me talk to him. True mean. When you got money, you do what you want to do. And he didn't have no little money. He had big money. People at the courthouse on the payroll and everything, baby. That's like, oh my God. Jesus, please help me. What did I get myself into, Lord Jesus? Trying to tell you. My brother said it's like you living in a movie, nigga. How did I get away? Well, I just got away. I got away. I'm still here right now. I got away. Prayer is the only thing that got me out that situation. He got locked up. Thank you, Jesus. That didn't mean nothing. He still had his people come fan me and say such and such said such and such. So, well, this is interesting. And y'all wonder why I be scared to date? No, because I have met the real crazies. The real ones, like you see, like in Enough. That kind of crazy. And more than one time. Once I realized, let me tell y'all what I realized, and this was before I knew my calling. Okay? I didn't realize that Satan was using the people that were trying to date me to unalive me. It was just a different, the men that was going to try to date me, they was an open cup. Okay? And it wouldn't be until we connected that all of a sudden the crazy come out. Well, the spirit didn't enter until I connected with them. Because that spirit didn't, if he wasn't dealing with me, it didn't need a body. You see what I'm saying? And so my old pastor in 2001, it was 2003. She said, baby, you keep thinking about demons like people. A demon can be in Phoenix and a demon can be in Indianapolis in less than milliseconds. They don't have the boundaries that we have. So just because you left this man, if there is an open vessel where you are and that vessel is close to you, that enemy just needs a body. And listen, when this nigga, I hadn't even been living in Indy for like 2 months. And he said, you don't remember you used to pray for me? I said, what did you say? He said, you don't remember 2 years ago you used to pray for me? I said, we are just getting to know each other. He said, no, you used to pray for me. You don't remember you used to cry? It was the demon speaking through this dude. But he didn't do it until I had moved to Indy and had got rid of all my stuff and started my life. And then he showed himself. He said, he was sitting on he was a real tall dude. I'm sitting on my bed. He's sitting there. He said, you don't remember me? I'm unboxing all my new stuff and putting my house together because I didn't. And I turned around and I said, what are you talking about? He like this. He said, you don't remember you used to cry for me? You don't remember? 2 years ago. Y'all, when I say I could have booed on myself, he let me get all into my new life. I had started school, had my kids in daycare. He didn't pay my rent up for a year, all this stuff. And then that demon came to the surface and said, you don't remember? And gave me the scariest freaking grin I have ever seen in my life. A month after I moved there, 2 months after I moved there, he took me on a drive, showed me a couple places. He said, something. And I looked over and I saw a vision of my body in White River, face down, naked, all cut up. Right? And I shook it out of my head. He said, what's wrong with you? I said, nothing. Do you know, we got to 38th Street. Y'all know where the international school is. That didn't used to be there. That used to be all wooded area right there. Before you get to the Museum of Art right there. They all used to, when I moved to Indy, that all used to be wooded area. I saw my body over there in that little bitty creek part of White River that's right there. I saw my body laying there face down naked, like cut up, like mutilated. We get to 38th Street and this nigga say, don't play with me or you will be living in Crown Hill or what? No, White River. I didn't know what White River was. I hadn't been living there long. So I go to beauty school and ask them. I said, girl, this nigga trying to move me to the hood. I am not moving to the hood. They was like, where are you trying to move you to? Now, they know I don't. I said, girl, he talking about moving me to White River. They said, B, that's where they find people with cinder blocks on their ankles. What? Then we got into it a couple weeks later. He said, Joe, but gonna be living in Crown Hill. I said, I'm not moving to the hood, nigga. Went to school and asked them what. They said, girl, that's the cemetery. I said, oh, sure. What I did to myself? This was in 2003 and 2004. You don't know if that person ain't covered in the blood. Any spirit that want to, just like I can pour pee, diarrhea, bleach, vinegar, water, liquor, soda, soapy water, some kind of hazardous chemical. I can put gas in here if I want to. Anything that I want to put in this cup can go in here. Bodies that are not covered by the blood are just like this cup. And whatever spirit want to jump in and out of that body can jump in and out of that body whenever they want to. So when I tell y'all, an open vessel. And I didn't seen the niggas come to this. Why I don't play with the spiritual realm. Like people be hallelujah, and you ain't been in no spiritual battle for your life and for your soul. Demons ain't came to the surface and talked to you and said, "Oh yeah, we been watching you. We know. I ain't never seen you before, and you telling me." And people like, man, this nigga tripping. No, I know exactly what it's saying. Y'all, I'm about to go. This why I don't go everywhere. Because when you are light in a dark world, demons see you. You ain't seen Insidious? Where that light was? Them demons was flocking to that door. Because they live in a dark place. So when you are light, they come into you. It don't matter if you in a bad place. They still coming because they can see your light in the spirit. It's a real thing. That's why I got books like He Came to Set the Captives Free and Pigs in a Parlor, because I done lived it. I don't have to fake in front for nobody. I know the situations. I told y'all the situation about my friend. This nigga rose up in my face and said he the general. Oh boy ain't here right now in front of a room full of people. And everybody started laughing until that nigga's fingers started turning up. And he was like, I can snap you in half like a twig right now. I said, okay. But God had me on a fast. That's during the times I told y'all that God didn't really let me eat. And I was just fasting for it seemed like years. I could eat one time a day after 6 o'clock or 7 o'clock. And I couldn't eat nothing else until the next day at 7 o'clock. Or 6 or whatever time and sometimes I didn't even get to eat a lot. It would be 3 crackers and something to drink. And I would have to go on that. But my spiritual detection was so keen, it was ridiculous. Because I was crucifying this. Okay? I was crucifying this, so my spirit was growing. When I tell you, it was spooky. That's when I was able to lay hands on. I'm not saying I can't do it now, but when I say whatever it was happening immediately, it was crazy. Healing folks' ears. I told y'all. Yes. All of that. So you can play like the spiritual realm is not real. I know it is. I acknowledge it because they won't leave me alone. Maybe you ain't seen no spiritual stuff because you're not a threat to the devil, or maybe you on his team. But when you're not on his team, he let you know you're not on his team. I don't know. I can't tell you, Dorian. You would have to ask God. He might want you to work in ministry. I don't know for sure. So I'm not trying to scare nobody. This is why I be telling y'all. Like I told y'all about old boy that got, unalive Miss Amanda Blackburn. Like, he was in my house. He was living with me for 2 months. But I knew him when I was living in a hotel. He came to my house. He came to my room every day. I've been in the presence of the crazy folks more than one time. And I told y'all, a lot of people that I spend time with end up on the news. Sometimes I be the last stop for people. I'm trying to tell you. I've been the last stop for a lot of people. And they walked out of my presence and they lost their lives. It was the end. You don't know what your interaction with a person is going to be. You too, Angela, I'm trying to tell you. That's why I just don't be running to meet people like that. Like, I'm a people person, but I have to be guarded because of what I do. Plain and simple. My friend used to think I was crazy until she used to be with me and demons just start talking out of people. She's like, what the? Ain't nobody got time for this. That was her favorite thing. Ain't nobody got time for this. She said, no, what you need from the store, I'll go get it. What you need, don't worry about it. I'll go grab it. Because every time. This is going to be every time we go somewhere. It is a lot to deal with, young lady. When I was little too. Yeah. My whole life has been going. I'm sure. I think it's on my other phone. Dang. Okay, let me see. I just downloaded a picture again from when I was like 10 years old. I think I showed some of y'all the picture already. Lord, where is this picture at? I'm about to show y'all. It might be on my other phone. Dang it! I thought I just screenshotted this freaking picture to show y'all, which is crazy. I probably did, but let me see. Let me go down here a little bit more. I could have swore I just screenshotted this picture because I wanted to show it to y'all. I don't know. It was a picture of me when I was like 10 years old. And then I'm in a picture with two girls, and my hand is clenched to like up on my chest like this. They smiling and having a good time, and I look terrified. Like you could see that I saw something that they didn't see. Damn, where is this picture at? I don't know. I thought it must be on my other phone. Let me go get my other phone. Hold on, let me see if I can find it. I want to show y'all. This is crazy that I can't find this picture, and I literally just downloaded it. Like it has not even been a week since I looked at this picture, and when I say it's nowhere, that doesn't make any sense. And I just screenshotted this picture to show y'all. That's weird. I literally just screenshotted this picture to show y'all. That's crazy. It ain't even been 2 weeks since I downloaded this picture, because I was like, I'm going to show y'all that I've been weird my whole life. Well, I'm going to have to go looking for it again then. Dang. That's weird. There we go. Everybody else in the picture is smiling. They looking this way. I'm looking the other way. Y'all see this? This is New Year's Eve, 1980. And the other people, I'm not going to show their faces. In this picture is cheesing. They are cheesing big. In this, I saw something. It was my first time being to these people. I know when this was. It was New Year's Eve, like 1989, 1990. And I was scared to death at this house. They had a teepee in the back, but I felt spirits. And if I was able to show you the other people on the side of me, they both have these big old smiles, and this is the face, because I saw something. Trying to tell you, they are smiling big. I don't want it to show her face. But y'all see her smile? Y'all can't see it. It keep moving it. Anyway. I'm like this. And this was me all the time when I was young. I always had like, because y'all didn't see that damn over there in the corner? I can look in people's eyes and I'll do like this. When I was a kid, I always saw stuff. She didn't. She thought I was a too emotional child. She thought I was always over exaggerating. Everything was always too much and this and that. And I didn't realize that I was sensitive to the spirit. I told you I've been tormented by demons since I was a kid. Like baby, like young. I saw demons everywhere I went. I used to tell people that they was going to die and all kind of stuff. Like, I had a dream. And they be like, little girl, be quiet. And then that person would die. but I can see death on them. Like I used to be able to see, I still can. I can see death on people. And I'd be like, ooh. In real life. That's why I don't do big crowds of people, because I be drained. My energy, I'm an empath. My energy be drained. And I'm a medical empath, so I see sickness in people. I can see, I told you I done been in the store and said, oh my God, what's wrong with your chest? And they like, how do you know that? I don't know. I just feel like it's something going on in your chest. I done told people about problems in their legs, and they like, how do you know that? Girl, that part. Because you would think I could go to the church to get some help, and I could get none. They sided with the people. But everything God used to say, he used to tell me, used to be right. And that's why I don't care about people coming in here and talking crazy to me, because I've been living this a long time. A long time. Listen, I told y'all, when I was 11, I used to be at people's house at 12, 13, be like, we gotta go. It's some bad stuff about to happen here. And they'll be like, you're tripping. I get up and leave. I don't care if it's 2 o'clock in the morning. I'm gonna move. And you know what? I would hear the next day or the day after that house got shot up. As soon as I left, somebody kicked in the door, they got robbed. Like, and they'll be like, yeah, you must have knew something. I told y'all something bad was gonna happen. We need to go. Y'all didn't listen to me. I don't have to stay here because you don't believe. It's very lonely. Very lonely. It's very lonely. Because people be mad because they think you spoke something bad over their life. No, nigga, I was telling, ooh, I feel the power of God all over my legs like this. It's just going like this. They hear on my body, on my legs, just like, it's like this. It's very lonely. And then, too, like, even your spouses don't be understanding. Like, my partners, the people I've been with, they don't understand it. So then I can't even talk to you about what I see. They used to tell me, oh, you're, what they say? Macabre. That's what they used to say. You're macabre. Because my nightmares was always about the end of the world, like whatever. Like, oh my God, I just said it was a bomb and this and that and people was dying. And so then I'm macabre. I can't control my dreams. You hear me? I cannot control my dreams. Do my children have my gifts? Yes. And they divide it up evenly too. And they go through their own struggles. Yep. They do. They see stuff, they get feelings, they know, like, yeah. They're all divided up evenly. And so that's why they loners too. They don't really be having a lot of friends and stuff like that. Because they try to tell their friends stuff or whatever and they don't listen, and then yeah. Yeah. That's why I be trying to tell y'all, like, I don't, it's so tough to go through and things, yeah, when no one understands, girl. That's why I'm okay standing up here by myself now, because I done had to walk it by myself for so long. Because even my friends, like, I would hear that they be talking about me behind my back, calling me weird and stuff, but they always call me for advice. Right? But then you talk about me behind my back. But God be telling me what they be saying. It still be happening now. God still be telling me people's conversations they be having about me now. And I have to talk to them like I don't know. I have to act like I have absolutely no idea of the stuff you be saying. And I know, I be wrote it down. And then they'll say little stuff out their mouth and I be like, so it is a sucky time. You know what I'm saying? How do I shut it down? I don't. And so that's why some days when I come on here and I say, y'all, I can't today, I know everybody got a family member that had passed away, and I know everybody got a sick person, and but I can't today. Because not only do I have to deal with this, I have to deal with my personal life, and then I have to deal with what I feel and what I see when I go to sleep. And still have to try to keep my shoulders up and be happy and act like I ain't seen destruction and everything else and talk people into whatever else. You see what I'm saying? So some days when I say, hey y'all, I can't today. We're just not. I don't get no break. I do not. And I haven't gotten a break for over 30 years. Because even when I went in a strip club, I had to lay hands on people, and God would send the people to me. I told y'all about that little girl. I was go, Papa, but she was playing with my money and I was in a situation. God told me to take my oil in the club. I took my oil in the club, and she saw me anointing myself and praying over myself. She said, my grandma used to do that. And then she was like, it don't matter, blah, 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 this, that, and the other. And I had planned on getting this little girl together because she was playing with my money, honey. Y'all know I ended up laying hand on this girl and found out she had lung cancer. The doctors had told her that she didn't even have 2 years to live. That's why she was living reckless. It's all the hair on my body is standing up. That's why she was doing stuff and getting in my way, because I was supposed to lay hands on this little girl and tell her, oh no, God can heal you, baby. But the devil wanted me to unalive her. When I heard that, everything I felt dropped to my stomach, baby. And then all the other chicks in there was like, yeah, my grandma, can you give me some of that oil too? My grandma used to pray over me and put that on me too. You never know. This is why I be telling y'all, people like, oh, that's not God. And you don't know what I done seen. God done met me in a strip club. He done met me in a liquor store, the trap house, on the street. He done met me everywhere. Everywhere. I don't just know him from service. I know him from me being in Scottsdale, Arizona, sitting in one of the flyest clubs in there, me and my girls in the VIP, and it's a lady in this booth over here that keep looking at me. And I keep turning around, baby, trying to swing this thing, baby, because I'm not here to work. Go to the bathroom. Who comes right in the bathroom after me? I hurry up and leave out because I already know. God told me you got molested when you was 5. You didn't tell your mama. This, that. He didn't ran it down to me, and I'm trying to kill these drinks because I'm not here for this. Finally, it would not get off of me. I've never seen this lady a day in my life. I go sit next to her, and I say, excuse me, look. You need to tell your mama what happened to you when you was 5. Because this is ruining my buzz. And this lady just started crying. She said, I never told my mama what happened. She said, something kept telling me to come over there and talk to you. This is even in a club in Scottsdale. I don't care what y'all say about how church gonna happen, because church happens for me like it did for the disciples, wherever we at. Told y'all. Last time I went into a strip club was in Indy, right on the west side. Go out there, start talking to one dude, my homegirl looking for me. I done been out here an hour. It's 13 men around me talking about how they got SA by their babysitters. She said, you can't go nowhere. I said, no, and this is why I don't go out no more. It's 13 men back here crying and talking about why they don't trust women because they was abused as children by older women. How these things were taken from, we in the strip club. They supposed to be in there smacking and doing. They out here. She said, you can't. I've been looking for you. I should have known you was out here. That was just in 2016. 2015, 2016, that happened. God can be wherever you at. But if you can only witness to people that look like they want to be church people, or like I'm out here for the other folks. You can keep on talking to the church people. I'm going to the people that might not have ever heard, or have heard but they have lost hope, or they have heard and they have been beaten down. I'm the downtrodden, the brokenhearted, the people that we supposed to. That's where I'm at. I'm in the trenches. Y'all can keep that fluffy Christianity stuff. I'm trying to go and snatch souls from Lucifer. That's my job. That's what he commissioned me to do. Now, maybe he commissioned you to be a pretty Christian. I'm out here fighting a real spiritual battle. Period. It don't have to look like what you want it to look like. You don't have to. All you gotta know is that people all over this country can say that since I was a kid, I've been talking about the rapture. I've been talking about end times. I'm talking about second grade. Inviting people to churches, people that went down in Jesus' name because I witnessed to them and they asked their mama if they could. It's second grade. I didn't even really have the cognitive whatever to understand, but I was already inviting people to church, telling them they needed Jesus because they didn't want to go to hell in the second grade. Third grade, fourth grade, fifth grade, sixth grade, seventh grade. I'm taking girls from junior high school, taking them to my church, getting them baptized. Yes. In the church I went to in Phoenix, when I was 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, up to I was 21, she said this sister gonna walk in with a 3 rows full of people every time, but every time she leave, she take a third of my church with her. Quit trying to call me Satan, lady. No, they just know. When I'm not here, they don't come. We be having Bible studies at my house. I don't tell them not to come. They stop seeing me and they stop coming over here. That don't got nothing to do with me. I've been telling them to go to church. I'm just not going. I'm gonna be over here. Well, I went to church 3 Sundays and you weren't there. Oh, yeah, sorry about that. You still going, right, though? That's good. Stay on in there. Get what you need. I just won't be over there. They playing with me right there. So I'll be back. I'm going to run some more folks to the water, and I got to get out here and go around some more up. So you go in there and do what you need to do. It ain't not one church that they won't tell you that I was running souls to their water. Even the last church I attended, hadn't even been a member there for like 7 years, and I'm still. Can we get the baptism? Is there somebody that could smelling like straight meds up in that piece? Like, oh yeah. We need a baptism. I sat down and had Bible study with them. They ready to go to that. I don't need you to minister to them. Can we get your pool, please? That's when people started asking me to baptize them, and I was like, ooh, I can't. And then I took them to this church, and after the way that they treated this lady, she told me, she said, God told me that you're supposed to baptize me in my tub. And I said, I ain't ready for that yet. I've been running from this thing. This was 2015. I said, I'm going to take you to this church I used to go to. I know they're not going to treat you. You ain't going to have to worry about none of that funny stuff. They good people. Took her right in there, and everything I told her she didn't have to worry about, they did. She said, I told you. God told me you were supposed to baptize me. And he had told me, but I thought it was my crazy. I was like, no, this is going too far with this whole thing. This is going too far. And then I took her in there, and they made her feel like crap. And I said, I will not be bringing no more souls here to get baptized. I said, God, if you tell me to do baptisms, you tell me the words, I'm going to do it. Because she coming here to get baptized. Y'all almost ran her out the door. You don't know that I've been sitting and doing Bible studies with this lady for 1.5 years. Every day. To even get her to where she would come in the church. And she's here for 7 minutes. Y'all don't even know her. And she about to run up out this piece. I felt so guilty after that. I said, listen, I'm sorry. My disobedience. Because God told me to do it. And I said no. I was like, that's the devil, honey. I don't know. It was just so much stuff coming at me so fast. I'm like, wait a minute. People start paying their tithes to me and all kinds of stuff. All in like 2 weeks. I was like, oh, no, this ain't right. I said, God, hold on. He said, blew my mind. But look at what I do now. People pay their tithes here. I'm sitting in their house teaching, and that money goes right back out. So this is why I'm telling y'all, this been happening for me. You hear me? It's been. And when it first started happening, I was scared. I said, this the devil. God is not telling me to baptize nobody and take nobody's tithes. And he's like, why is you bringing your tithes? They said, well, you feed me spiritually. And I know the scripture. I said, I'm not taking that. And then it kept happening and kept happening and kept. Random people was like, nah, God told me to bring you my tithes. I said, what's going on here? But guess what? I took that money and I blessed other people. I helped people pay their bills, gave people gas money, sent money overseas when my friends needed it to do whatever little thing. So and I'm still doing the same thing. It's 2024, so 10 years later. For sure, that part of taking the tithes in the storehouse and putting them where they're supposed to go and doing this and doing that and ministering from my house. Still doing the same thing. But then it wasn't televised or whatever you want to call it. It was just real life. So when people come out, who called you? And listen, I ran from this longer than I've been doing it. I promise you, as far as like actually claiming. Do you mind me asking? I was buried. Yeah, I was baptized. First time I got baptized and went down in Jesus' name, I was 4, 5. Yeah. Yeah. Long time ago. I'm about to be 45, so. Oh, yeah, I did try to run. I ran from God for a long time. That's how I ended up with stuff like this. Y'all see that? This is what running gets you, hospital visits. Y'all see it? That's a burn. Y'all see what's on my hand? A burn. This is what I get when I don't listen. I end up in the hospital. I almost lost my leg. I don't got time for that stupid stuff. It's a cut right here. You see that? I almost lost my eye. Y'all see it right there. And it's a whole bunch of other battle wounds when I don't listen. No. This happened when I was 2. My hand got cut into 5 pieces. I was burned all the way down. This is a whole burn. You see my skin, graft, and all of that old stuff. 3. And then 30 years later, damn near to the day, another pot of boiling hot water lands on the same. So I got a matching burn from scalding hot water, a pot off the stove 30 years later, matching on the same side. You said what? I almost died having all 4 of my kids. I've been fighting for my life, my whole life. Trying to tell you. The devil been on my head since I got here. Yeah. The first time I got burned, the pot slid off the stove and burned me. But started boiling and slid off the stove and fell off the stove. I wasn't touching the stove or nothing. I believe it was a spirit. That's the same house. This dimple in my forehead is not a dimple. I was jumping on the bed or getting off the bed or whatever, and something pushed me. I was like 3 years old. I'll never forget it. Pushed me, and I fell head first on the, you know how like they got them cheap rails, and after a while of moving them, they kind of get a point. I fell head first on that. Crawled to the bathroom and was beating on the door. My mama opened the door with blood all down my face. Right. Been in several car accidents. The whole 9. So I don't play with certain. That's not gruel. You know, I'm not trying to be macabre. It's my life. It's what I had to live. And I don't take it back because I'm still here. I'm still alive. I'm still alive. I'm still alive. Like, what? Scars build character and do. Yes. That's why I be telling y'all, if you looking for the fluffy Christian walk, it's over there. Because we real warriors over here. Like, you going to be fighting for your sanity. You going to be fighting for a lot of stuff. Because when you start entering the devil's territory and talking about taking back what he feel like is his, he coming for your life. You can't be holding Bible studies and strip clubs and think he not coming for you. You own his territory holding Bible studies, really. You think he gonna be what op you know is gonna be okay with another nigga doing business and they not. Not in no hood. You can't go to another nigga hood and just set up shop and say, I'm taking over this. I'm about to, these my people. And they've been under this person's rule for however long. That part. So I'm Lucifer's enemy. You said this is where the books and movies come from, Andu. Somebody experienced it. And they got tired of people calling them crazy, so they wrote a movie or a book about it. A movie or a book. And they just sell it to you as sci-fi. I'd be like, yeah, this is real. Oh, there you go. No, I'm trying to tell you, I experienced this. This is not a joke. Somebody lived this. This is why they made a movie about it, so that everybody could see what they really went through. And this is why I journal, because nobody would ever believe it. I don't care. I got time and day stamps. Listen. This is why I started with. So, okay, I guess as long as you got, yeah, as long as you on God's side, you are an enemy. In a war, you can't be on both sides. He's a man. There's you can read the story of Melchizedek. It is in I think it's you can go get the Nag Hammadi and you can find out for yourself, because the book of Melchizedek is in here. So if you go get the Nag Hammadi library, the book of Melchizedek is in here. Mind Bender Beats. We didn't need you to give us the answer. Absolutely love you. But when a person asks for information here, I send them to go get the information for themselves. Because they need to learn. We don't spoon feed people information here. You're good. Thank you. I'm a hard taskmaster, but you're going to be good when you get over here. No. I bet y'all be like, she ain't even a real teacher, be trying to check people. No, but I want people to grow and learn, because the church just be telling people where their answers is. I want folks to know. I want you to go be able to look for yourself. You know what I'm saying? Because that make me look good. I ain't even going to lie to you. As a teacher, right? You know how some students only know what their teachers taught? But if you a good teacher, they have expanded their knowledge past what you taught them. You see what I'm saying? So I want y'all to know more than me. But I want you to find it for yourself. So can't nobody tell you what you can believe and what you don't. And that's why they be mad at me, because I know, nigga, I done already read it. I know, I didn't study. Not just what you see here, but way before I got so much stuff, screenshots in my phone and different books I done went to the library and read and borrowed from people and gave back. This ain't all. I've been reading. I done had to start libraries over I don't know how many times. This is not all the reading I've ever done in my life. There's plenty, like I told you. Juanita Bynum's books and all of these different people's books and then science books and all this stuff. It's all kinds of stuff in here. And I don't know everything, but I definitely want my folks to be well-rounded in everything. Because think about it, it's that a lot of people can't talk to you about nothing. Like they can't even have a regular conversation with you a lot of times, church people. Because they've been trained into what to say, how to respond. So they be sounding like a broken bot. I don't want that for y'all. I don't want that for y'all. I want y'all to be able to walk through and bust them folks' heads open to the mic and be like, all right, toodles, y'all, see y'all later. Have them all in there bewildered, like, well, damn, I never thought about that. Damn, that's a good point there. I never thought about it like that. I didn't ever think about it like that. And look how much y'all done learned. Self-made scholar. Well, my daddy made me a scholar. Not really self-made, but I get what you're saying. But he made me a scholar. He made me a scholar. I'm grateful for it too. Have I read all of these books? No. Prior to 2022, the amount I had, yes. But the WOIU community has sent me over 300 books in the last year and a half. So I done opened all of them and got to look around in most of them. But some of them, nope. Like these last ones I got here on this row right here. The world's greatest book, Opening Pandora's Box, Fatal Love, The Necromancer, The Magician, Crystals for Beginners, Calling on Dragons, Dolly and Buster, Casca God of Death, The Harbinger, Return of the Gods, Oracle, and a few others. No. You said better than the accredited scholarship. So yeah, it's a lot of books in here. I got Cushion, the Namor series. I haven't read all of my Harry Potters or my Percy Jacksons or my Game of Thrones. Yeah, I used to be able to say I read everything in my library, but now I can't. And y'all be taking up my time. Yes, I used to be able to read like 18 hours a day. Now I get an hour. And most of that is reading with y'all. It don't be uninterrupted. I'm gonna take some time though here in a minute. I am. I might take like 2 weeks. I don't know, but I just don't. You know. Yeah, I got all that up there. I'm grateful. God gave me the library that I wanted, and I'm grateful for it. And it didn't take long because I had been building it, and then He just came through and finished it for me. So I'm very grateful for it. It made me want to cry all the time. Yeah. That's why I be saying you don't know where it's gonna come from, because I thought I was gonna have to be building it. Which book I want? I wish I could read all of them at one time. This is what you don't know, and I'm gonna be honest. Now that they done sent me so many, I don't know where to start. I don't be knowing where to start no more. Sometimes I come in here and I look for a book and I say I'm gonna read this one, and then I look and I'm like, oh, but I didn't look at that one yet. So now it's a different thing where I knew what I was gonna read before. I already knew this is the new book. We're gonna do it. We're gonna that. No, sometimes I get overwhelmed and I just go in my room and lay down and think about which book I want to read. Ah, Recommendations, any book you can get your hands on. I can read multiple books at one time too, but it's different because, see, y'all gotta think, I went from barely talking to nobody, right? I had the time. I could read all day. I wake up before my kids got up, do my stuff, and you know, but now it's different. Life is different for me, and I'm still trying to figure it out. My life changed drastically, and I'm not just saying with TikTok, just being not living with my kids. Like I had a schedule for over 20 years or whatever, something like that. So I'm still learning. You just do any, mini, mighty, mo. I'm gonna have to do that. I'm gonna do something. I haven't mastered reading multiple books at one time yet. Well, technically you have. Technically you have. What do we do here? We be in the Old Testament supergrapha, then we'll go and you studying out of them and you're reading all of them at one time. Actually, you have. You don't be confused. I can pull out 10 books, and if you got all of them, you're going to pull them out. And you'll go back and look all the way through all of them. So actually, you already do. And then you remember, oh my God, there's something in this book for that book. That's what starts it. You actually already do. So anybody saying they can't, you're already doing it over here with me. You already doing it over here. You already are reading multiple books at one time. We be hopping right there. We do. He was taught in school to study from different books of science, social studies, and English. Yes, I've been getting back into my son's homeschool schedule. So I read about 2 hours before he wakes up. Come on now. It calms your mind too. It does. And I think that's kind of why I've been a lot irritated, because I used to be able to get lost in my books. And now I don't be having as much time to steal away and just be another place. Because my books take me to wherever I'm reading. I have a very vivid imagination. So whatever I read, I see it. Like a movie. You know what I mean? So, yeah. But anyway, I'm about to go. We've been on here 215 minutes and we still didn't get to what we supposed to read. I guess today was just a life skills class. Like life and just experience class, because we didn't try to read it twice today, and still both times it was like life skills stuff. It was probably some young ladies and young men in here that needed to hear what those stories that I was talking about, though. I believe it. I believe when God makes me talk about my old life, it be some young folks in here that might be getting, they might have been propositioned with something or whatever, and God be letting them hear a story from Auntie, letting them know everything that glitter ain't gold, baby, and be careful. You said old ones too. Listen, it's a true statement. But I'm grateful. That's why people like, oh, I'm sorry that happened to you. I'm not, or else I'll be like everybody else. Blind to how life can be really be crazy. You hear me? And if I'm scared to tell what God brought me through, I can't help nobody. I ain't embarrassed about nothing. Not saying I'm proud of the things that I did when I was younger. We all done had crazy times. But oh no, you ain't gonna make me feel ashamed of it. I lived through it and I got my right mind. I got my health. I got my strength. I got whatever it is that I need. Like, nah. Yeah. You hear me? So I'm not scared to tell you my life, because God allowed me to live it. That's my testimony. And if you don't like it, don't come over here and listen to it. But somebody need to hear it. Somebody might not put themselves in a situation or been thinking they tripping, feeling like somebody following them, and no, today solidified, no, this nigga really been following me. I'm not tripping. I really did feel that. You know, sometimes you need that for somebody to come and say, nah, I experienced it in this way. And you be like, oh my God, I knew I wasn't crazy. Ew, you know? I gotta tell my story. One of my oldest books, my Bibles, I believe. It's a lot of old books in here. You've been having dreams about betrayal and my ex. This was much needed confirmation. I'm trying to tell you. Yes. Yes. Have a good evening. I'm about to go too, y'all. I love everybody. And I love y'all. And like I said, I hope and pray that, when you come over here, you learn something. Whether it's spiritual, carnal, financial, whatever it is. Like, I'm okay with telling my testimony. And people have tried to make me feel bad about it, but you can't make me feel bad about nothing God delivered me from. You can't make me feel bad about nothing that God brought me out of. I don't care. Because he let me live through it. Some people didn't live through the stuff I've been through. Some people didn't make it out of the stuff that I was in. Some people didn't get away from the situations I was in, but I know this. They didn't make it. So yeah, I'm going to tell my story. Because it was people that was walking right with me, and they not here no more to tell what happened. God could have let it be me. It could have been me. It should have been me. It would have been me if it wasn't for the blood. You hear me? Y'all know the song. It could have been me. It would have been me. It should have been me if it wasn't for the blood. Because that's what heaven is for. Just like an athlete. You don't just start out and win the Super Bowl from the day you get on the team. You don't win a championship ring your first year on the team. You got to go through training exercises, diet changes. You got different coaches. You got all kinds of stuff you got to do. You might just be a part of the practice team until you can get on the real team. Okay? So you do all the practice to the games, but then you play all the games to try to get to the championship. And then when you get to the championship, the only way to get the ring is you got to play. But the ring makes every single thing that you had to go through prior to that worth it. Our trials and our tribulations is going to make heaven that much more worth it. But if you didn't go through nothing over here, you would just automatic. You wouldn't value heaven. You wouldn't value the peace that's over there. You wouldn't value whatever it is that our eyes can't even imagine that we're going to get to experience. You wouldn't value it as much. You wouldn't. Good night, y'all. I'm going to. See y'all later. I love y'all.